Hey team, good morning everyone. Please do confirm if you're able to hear my voice and see my screen. Okay, great. Team, we'll wait for another 5 more minutes. There are a few more participants who needed to join. We will just give them 5 more minutes and then we'll get started. Team, we haven't started. We are just waiting for a few more participants. Since it's the first day, we will give them another 5 more minutes, and then we'll get started at around like in 10:40. Because there are a few people who are joining in for the Zoom for the first time. So let's give them some more time and then we'll get started. Team, you don't need to buy any subscription on Zoom, and you just needed to click on the access link and you will be able to join it. So do not purchase any Zoom plans or anything. So all you needed to do is just use the Zoom link, which has been shared, to join the session. Guys, don't worry. I will be keeping you all informed. What are the do's and don'ts and how we needed to proceed with the sessions before we move forward. Don't worry. I will be giving you the complete clarity and then we will move forward. Okay. First and foremost, welcome you all for the 7th mentoring program for the 20-day program. And I'm Shivkumar Jayachandran. People who are joining me for the first time, guys, I've been in the market for the last 15, 16 years now, since maybe like in 2007, you can consider myself into the market. But honestly, if you ask me whether I can consider myself a market veteran, no, I wouldn't say that. And most importantly, what market has taught me over the years is whatever the things, what you feel that it is right, market always proved me wrong. So never ever think that and we know everything and then we can master the market and we can always win the market all the time. That's never going to happen. Okay, so with that being said, what are we going to be accomplishing in the next 2 months or in 20 days which we are going to be there, and what are the things which I want you guys to do it? Okay, more importantly, people who couldn't hear, and let's just get a bit a minute, guys, okay, just try this one. I know, since it's the first day, and many of you would be feeling where exactly some of the options and other things. You will be able to see how you can hear your audio. Okay. So the next 2 months is going to be in a journey, which I believe it's going to be game changing for few of you who have been in the markets, but not able to decode it properly due to various reasons. Whatever the things which I'm going to be sharing with you in the next 20 days, it's going to be purely based on my experience, what I've gone through in the last 15 years or so in the market, how from trader who doesn't know anything about the market, able to at least decode certain elements to survive in the market and able to make money and able to at least survive for in whatever the volatility which we have seen it in the last 15-20 years, able to survive it and still going strong, hoping to survive for the next 15-20 years as well. Okay, with that said, there are going to be days wherein the market is going to be like an absolutely brutal. There are going to be days wherein the market is going to be absolutely rewarding. We needed to take it both at the face value. When I say the face value, you just treat both profit and loss at the same length. Okay, because that is going to be very, very vital for us to survive in this market. And most importantly, not necessary, whatever the things which I'm going to be teaching you in the next 20 days, you just needed to follow Shiva. All of you, some are like in some or the other way, you would have already experienced certain things in the market. What I want you to do it as a key takeaway from this session is, when you are going to be getting out of the session, I want you to at least understand certain elements which can add value to your existing setup. Not necessary that you just needed to replicate what Shiva does. It's not going to be possible. It's not humanly possible. That's the reason the God has created every human being in a unique way. So each of us have our own uniqueness. And what I want you to do is take it that as a key takeaway from the session. You will be learning plenty of stuff. Not everybody would be like an good at scalping. Not everybody would be good at positional play. Not everybody would be good at like an intraday play. Each of you will have your own uniqueness. First, try to identify that. Okay, even I tried positional, intraday, and everything, but at the end of the day, what suits me was the scalping. When I say scalping, we are going to be looking at in detail what are the things which I'm going to be explaining it in the scalping and so on. So with that clear in mind, okay, you just needed to put it in your mind, okay, I'm going to be learning everything and making sure I will adapt to whatever that suits me. That is going to be very important. Don't try to force yourself into Shiva's shoes. Try to force yourself into your shoe, because you know what you wanted to accomplish in your trading career. Okay, but I will be like in a guiding light for you in the next 20 days, telling you what are the things which I have done, which has helped me to scale up to this level. And more importantly, I'm going to be sharing my experiences. That doesn't mean after 20 days you are going to be like in okay, I've attended Shiva's training from 21st day, I'm going to be literally doing whatever he does. That's going to be not possible. You needed to learn yourself over a period of time in the market. Only thing which I'm going to be doing is reducing your learning curve. Imagine the amount of pain which I would have gone through in the last 15 years, and like an amount of money which I would have paid as fees to the market. You guys are not going to be making that kind of a mistake. So you're making an effort to learn the mistakes what Shiva has done, so that you don't commit those mistakes in your trading journey. That is going to be the important lesson which I want you guys to consider. Okay. And most importantly, as I posted in the group, please do not try to mimic my trades. Okay, please do not try to mimic my trades. The reason is, say for example, my capital appetite, capital and the risk appetite is totally different from yours. Sometimes I might be deploying like in 20 lakhs, whereas your account would be like in hardly having 1 lakh. So I will have a provision for me to average my position up to like in 10 15 lakh, but you guys will be running out of funds. Then you will like an not have the proper risk management to like an trail your like an losses as well. So that's a reason I do not insist people copying my trades. And moreover, my speed will be totally different to yours, because some of you are just getting used to it, especially the newcomers who are attending the session for the first time. And moreover, since we have more than 500 participants, I may not be able to address all your queries, which you're going to be posting it on the Zoom chat. What we have done is we will be having a dedicated 2-day session, which is going to be concentrated only for doubt clarification. Okay. On day one, you will have 1001 queries. You will be thinking about like and how, what Shiva is going to be teaching me, what are the things which we are going to be concentrating and everything. Do not even worry. What I expect from all of you is come with a clear mind. Okay. When I say clear mind, think about nothing. Okay. Even if you have thought about like in some process and other things, come with a clear mind. Learn whatever the things which I have given you. And most importantly, I've given you the precursor document, and I also be sharing you a lot of other documents, which we will be going through as a PDF or in the presentation. Whatever that I'm doing, I will be sharing it across with you. And we will be sharing the recording of each and every session. What we have done is we will be like in retaining all the recordings till end of March. Initially, I said 30 days. What I'm going to be doing is I will be retaining all the recordings till end of March, so that Even if you wanted to go back and revisit some of the topics which has been conducted, I know some of you will not be able to like and grasp it on the day one, but slowly when you are going to be looking at the documents and looking at the like and hearing the same information again and again, you will be able to decode the data better. Okay, so make use of this. And as I told you, keep it very, very slow. Okay, it's like, and one thing which I've understood and like and realized in the market is, more the time when I wanted to be like an earning the money quickly, I always lost it very quick. And the most important thing is, I want all of you to take a pledge along with me. What is a pledge? You are going to be forgetting about all the past losses what you have like and lost it in the market. If you're going to be starting this session thinking that no, I'm going to be recovering all my losses once I complete my Shiva session, no, this is not the place. First and foremost, I want you to forget about all the past losses. Why I say I want you to forget about the past losses? You know why you guys have been making losses? 90% of you, the reason for you to make losses is, though you would have made some significant gains on any given day, what the mind would have told you is, like, in some of you have made money today. Using 1 lakh, you already got like in 20K. Then what stops you to gain another 10 or 20K? Because you have already achieved your like in 20K by 9:30, 9:45. Why don't you trade for the whole day and achieve some more so that you can recover your losses? And in the process, what you would have done, you would have not only lost the morning profit, whatever that you have gained, you would have also lost some of your capital. But then at the end of the day, you would be like in thinking and like in fighting with yourself, what the like in hell I have done today? I should not have traded after the 20K. My capital and the profit would have been 1 lakh 20. Instead, now it has gone to 70 or 60. Then your mind start to think negatively. Then automatically you will be starting to play the revenge game, which is called as like, and wherein you would deploy your entire capital in the next trade. It will be like in a hero or zero trade. You just doesn't want it to make anything. You just either like and make big or lose everything, and then get out of the market, go out for some 3-4 months, and then come back once you have some funds, or like and take a personal loan and then do it. That's the foremost reason which I'm insisting you on. Let's not worry about the past losses. Why I say that? Imagine what are the money which you would have earned as a salary. At the end of the day, either you would have spent it on your house rent or your EMIs or your like an what to say telephone bills or anything, you would have made it. In that scenario, you would have literally lost all the money which you would have earned as salary. So that's the reason I insist people think that like, and whatever the money which you would have like and given it to the market, think that you have earned, spent it on yourself. Don't even bother that like an okay, I have lost everything. Guys, if that would have been the case, I would not be sitting in front of you. More the time, whenever I used to think about the past losses and other things, I used to keep losing it more and more. Only when I found, okay, now I'm going to be trading like and treating trading as a business. I'm not going to be like and looking at anything else. I will now focus on gaining the knowledge and then staying like and staying relevant in the market. That's when I realized, okay, I should be able to make money. With that said, some key things which we are going to be doing it as a decorum. The trade timings and everything, I'll now show it to you. Okay, how you needed to access it. I hope all of you got the access to OI Pulse. Like in whether you bought the plan or whether you didn't buy the plan, annual plan, we would have given you the access. All of you would be having the access. Now, what I want you to do is just click on this smiling guy on the top right-hand corner. Underneath that guy, you will be seeing a mentoring session page. Okay, click on that mentoring session page. You will be seeing the mentoring session details here. So every day, you're not going to be getting the link on the WhatsApp group. Today, I posted it in the WhatsApp group, but going forward, the link is going to be available over here. Okay. When I say the link is going to be available here, you can click on this join session. It'll automatically take you to the Zoom. And when it asks for the password, you can place your session password or you can copy and paste it, do whatever you want. At the end of the day, Once the session is over, maybe around by 8 o'clock or 8:30, based on the like a recording getting completed, I will be uploading the recording link and the recording password. So use this link to view the recording using the recording password. Next, we will also be placing all the PDF documents, whatever that we are conducting in the session. It has already been placed here. This is for you to download the documents. So all these documents can be downloaded and you can review it like, and whenever you wanted to, like, and feel free to like and review the documents, you can do that. Okay, don't worry, I will be explaining you some of those like in live market. Some of them you will be able to understand it by going through it. So every day you will be able to see the dates on which we will be conducting the session. One thing which I will be doing is, you are currently seeing the start time and end time. We are planning to add one more session here on 31st, like in January. So why we wanted to add a session on 31st? The reason is, one day before the budget, we will trade on the budget. We will also look at post budget. So 3 days, you needed to know how to play on the event days. Okay, before the event, during the event, and after the event. So we might add this particular day. We are just like working on some like an modalities. Once that is done, we will add the dates here. So there will be one date which will be getting adjusted and that will be pushed ahead. Okay, and on top of it, you are currently being given 20 sessions. What I will also be doing is, in the month of March, as a follow-up, I will be giving you all 2 complimentary sessions for you to get used to the training, and then we will be like in conducting like in a live sessions. So I'm going to be adding 2 more sessions in the month of March, which will be complimentary from my end. So there will be a minor change in terms of the like in budget session, which will be getting added here. Once it is added, I will showcase it to you. So now I hope all of you are having the session links. Guys, the reason why we are starting the session at 10:30 is, I don't want everybody to jump into like in the morning trades and other things. But as we move forward, in the second, like in February, I will be conducting some sessions in the early morning so that we will be also looking at morning trades. The reason why I stopped like in doing the morning session is, some of them like in started to take trades without even realizing the what to say, the like an impact which can have in the morning. Sometimes they have lost big money, and that's a reason, as a newbie, many people who are coming into the market, I don't want them to entertain seeing like a big M2M, like an others trading and other things. I don't want to entertain that. But don't worry, we will also be covering some of the morning trade concepts, how I am taking the morning trade, what are the parameters which I look at, and what are the things which you needed to look at. We will be revising the dates and the timings on the second month, which I will take care. So at this juncture, we will concentrate on the training initial 7 to 10 days. I don't want you guys to miss it for any reason. If at all, even if you're like having some work and other things, try to catch up by at least with watching the videos. So hopefully I would expect all of you, because you will be getting the video recording available for the next 60 days till like an end of March. You can make use of it. So you just needed to go to this particular page, which is available under the profile picture on the mentoring sessions. And time to time, I will be giving you the updates on the WhatsApp group. Whenever like I'm posting a link or anything, I will definitely try to post you guys in the WhatsApp group. So do not leave the group. If you guys are leaving the group, then I may not be able to like add you again, and we have like a tedious process of like adding you and other things. All the important updates regarding session or any other information will be posted in the WhatsApp group apart from this. So in terms of the Zoom link, it will be available here. So every day, based on the date, based on the time, you can come and join the session. Okay, one more thing. I see several participants who have not used your name. Some of you have mentioned your like in a laptop name. Some of you have mentioned your numbers. And what I would expect from all of you is, from tomorrow, when you guys are logging in, please register your name and your email address so that whatever the registration which has been done by you, it is available on the same name. Otherwise, our team might remove you from the group. So please do not use the numbers or anything. I want you to use the same name what you have used for registration. One more thing, please do not share the webinar link or the password with anyone. If we found that and some of you have shared it, you will be removed from the group and you will be completely debarred from the session for the whole session itself. And we will not be able to issue the refund as well. I'm making it very clear. So please do not do that. And later on, I will not be able to help you. Okay. With that said, I hope everybody is having in clear thoughts into the minds and how things have been happening. Okay, let me quickly do some polls before we move forward. How many of you are totally new to the markets? You have not attended any session. I'm just only in starting the session with you. I know a little bit of basics about the options, but I haven't done anything at all. Sure, I'm just coming to the session. Totally raw. Okay, great, great, great. So almost looks like 50 to 60% of the crowd, you guys are just joining the sessions for the first time. Okay, now comes the next question. How many of you have attended my sessions multiple times? I know a few of you would have attended my sessions multiple times. Great. Okay, another 30 to 40% are into that category now. Okay. The reason why I asked that question is I will be focusing based on this because I know almost 40 to 50% of the crowd will be totally new. Okay, great. Guys, let's set the benchmark clear. As I told you, we will have two dedicated sessions, which will be only for the doubt clarification, which we will do it at a later stage. Okay, with that said, what am I going to do? First and foremost, I hope you guys will be seeing my morning messages. Every day I will be posting a morning message in the in our WhatsApp group. So please do have a look. For the next 20 days when you're with me, I wanted a small commitment from all of you. Okay, if at all, if we are going to be taking some trades after a few days, okay, initial few days we will be focusing more on the theory concept. I might be in taking a trade in case if I see something, but I'll be focusing more on the theory concept because I wanted you guys to get ready before we move into the practical side. So what is the commitment which I wanted from all of you? The one big commitment is I'm going to be teaching you a rule of 1%. Okay, when I say 1%, what is that 1% is all about? Whenever we make a profit of 1% intraday, I want you guys to just close your system or shut your terminal and then focus on the learning. Why? Many a times, whenever you are earning money, you are giving it back. At least during this phase, whenever you are earning it, I want you to retain it. Why I want you to retain it? Once you make it for 20, 23 days, anything which you do becomes a habit. I want you to at least make a habit with me that you are going to be retaining your profit, whatever that you're going to be making money as during the session. So this is a small commitment which I would expect from all of you. Are you guys with me? Great. Guys, as a mentor, my basic expectation is this. Okay, so I wanted each of you to give me your 20 days literally to me. Okay, you would have had a lot of in a period in your life, even during your school days, college days, and your work life and everything. All I'm expecting is you guys have come and joined my session. Give me your 20 days. All I want you to do is just make you focus on a particular process and you just stick to it, and then you all been successful in that arena. Okay, perfect. With that said, guys, initial 10 days, 5 to 7 days, we are not going to be looking at much of trading opportunities. I'm going to be focusing more on the theory first, without even you realizing it. How will you go and take a trade? You didn't come to just like and replicate what Shiva is doing it, right? You didn't come to replicate what Shiva came here for. Once again, guys. Okay, I will repeat again. In terms of the commitment which I asked, as and when we take a trade, once you guys achieve your 1% intraday, I want you to stop your trading then and there. Okay. In case if it is a loss, I will tell you like and when and what you needed to do. But if you're going to be making a profit, you are going to be committing to me that yes, Shiva, like and I have made a profit today, no matter what, I'm going to be not taking any trade. Yes, there will be few people who will be taking a trade after that and other things who would not have taken a trade when you were taking a trade. It's absolutely fine. But I don't want everybody to like and keep on trading it for the whole day. Just because the market is open between 9:15 to 3:30 doesn't mean you have been deployed or employed to do a job to like and take a trade on every candle. That is not the intention. Market has not forced anyone to take a trade. It's we who go and like and keep on taking the trade, and then either we make money or we lose money big time. So with that said, have a clear thought that next 20 days, it's going to be for Shiva. I'm committing myself to Shiva. What are the things which I'm going to be learning? I will at least try to do it with religiously. And one more thing, it is not like school or college where you can bunk your classes. Please understand, if you bunk any classes, then at least try to like and catch up with the videos. I know like and there are few like and few of you would have commitments from the work and other things, but in case if you are having work and other commitments, try to like and give some time to watch the recordings so that you will be able to catch up with speed. And whenever we are on a like in a particular like an important topics, you guys will sometimes like and be on a trade. Okay, automatically your mind will try to get yourself diverted and other things. Try not doing that. I know like in some of you wanted to earn while like and be learn as well, but if your intention is to learn, if you're like in joining me for the first time and other things, I want you to focus on learning. Why focus on learning? Some of the experienced guys who would have been attending my sessions like in 3 or 5 sessions, they would be knowing what I'm going to be doing. But you guys are just coming in from the first time. I want you to learn more from me, because the experience which you're going to be gaining it is going to be more important than like in after 20 days you would have been seeing, if Shiva is writing like in 2 into 2 equal to 4, you're just going to be like in doing the same thing. But I want you to understand why 2 into 2 equal to 4. Okay, that is very important, which I want you to take it away from the sessions. So are you guys all with me now? One last time. With that said, let's have some amazing 20 days, because you guys are going to be there with me for the most important period in Indian market. This is a similar period. During January 2008, we saw like plenty of volatility. We are in a situation where the market can absolutely do and make or break. And I believe this 7th mentoring program is going to be having a fun and amazing time during the next 20 days. Let's hope the market also rewards us with something big and doesn't take much away from us as well. Okay, so you guys all join me. Why did you all join me? You all thought like Shiva is like a very good scalper and he's a guy who can scalp at any given time during the day, right? So I'm going to be teaching the art of scalping today. When I say art of scalping, it like a not necessary like everybody would become a scalper. You guys will be seeing what are the things which I do as a scalper and what are the things which you possess in yourself. Invariably, at least like an out of 700 and 500 to 600 people who are there, or like 700 people who are there, Some of you would have already been doing scalping without even knowing that you are doing scalping. Some of you would be playing on positional play. Some of you would have been playing on like an intraday scalping, or like an positional scalping, or like, and some of you would be doing option buying, option selling, and other things in different manner. Here, I'm going to be explaining you what are the things and how we are going to be doing it. And before we move forward, as a small disclaimer, considering it's a day one, I'm not going to be saying this disclaimer for every day. It's like a disclaimer on day one. This is going to be applicable for the next 20 days. I'm an NISM certified professional for equity derivatives. I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. So any information on this presentation is only for education purpose. And please do not trade based solely on this information. Option market has a large potential reward and large potential risk. So you must be aware about all the risk in order to accept them to take trades in the market. And the most important thing, any past performance of any trading terminology, like a system or the methodology, is not necessarily an indicator of the future results. So please do consult your financial advisor before taking any trading decisions. Okay. So this is the only thing which I wanted to share it with all of you. Moving on. First and foremost, what is scalping, first of all? Guys, usually, like, and many of you would be doing this without even realizing what is scalping. For me, what is scalping is all about? It is a style or a pattern wherein a trader gets into a trade, he quickly enters into a trade, makes some quick bucks, and then get out of the trade based on the price momentum, based on some of the chart indicators, based on some of the rules which he would be following it. And what will be the maximum time which he will be there in the trade? He will be there in a trade for 1 to 3, like in 30 minutes. And he needed to set this benchmark very clear. Whatever happens, I'm not going to be holding my position beyond this level, or whatever the things which is happening, I'm not going to be holding it. Say, for example, if your trade is in profit, then yes, trailing it, it doesn't like in a matter, you can trail it for the whole day as well. But imagine if your position is in loss, and as an option buyer, we always tend to lose the premiums as it is like in heading towards the expiry. So in that sense, it's always important for us to not to hold our losing position if it is going to be beyond our stop loss levels. To make it even simpler, what is a option scalper, or like in a person like me as a scalper who will do? I will be using few chart indicators and I will be doing multiple trades rather than doing it on a one single trade. Why I don't use it on like in one single trade? Instead, I needed to do it on multiple trades. Our human like in mind, many a times what we do, whenever we see our profits, we quickly book it. But when we are seeing our losses, we will extend the losses as much as possible, and we will wait for the losses to almost literally come back into the green, or it goes into like in completely to zero category, and then we exit the trade. That's what we do many a times, right? We don't like an what to say, wait when the profit is like in running in our favor. When the profit is like in 10 or 20 rupees, your hand will be like in shaking, and you wanted to book your profits. You don't care about anything because the market would definitely go much beyond that, but you don't want to wait. But if it is a loss, even if it is an 100 rupee loss, you will wait patiently, sit aram, say, look at the screen. You will think as if that from that 100 rupees, it will come to your level wherein you will definitely be in a profitable trade, but you will not have the patience even there. When it is coming near to your price, before even it comes, you will close your position. Am I right or wrong? Correct? So in that sense, that's where 90% of us lose the money. So what I want you to do is, as a scalper, whether you make money or not, stick to the timeline. Okay, don't try to extend your trade. Most important parameter which I will normally do as a scalper is, whenever I buy something, I immediately, once it is above my buy price, I trail it. I don't care whether it gives me like an 1 rupee profit or 10 rupee profit, but if it is above my buy price, I trail it. Bring that discipline. I know many a times you will lose like in sometimes a large rally. Yes, you might lose some large rallies, but you're going to be consistent in your approach. Becoming consistent is going to be the most important thing as a scalper compared to a normal trader. What does a scalper and a normal trader do? A scalper, You will be buying 12,500 CE at 150 rupees, like in 150 quantities at 10, 12, buy at 10 rupees, and you will be selling it at 12 or 13. That means you will be looking for a 3 rupee profit, and you will do this activity 3 or 4 times during the day. So when you're doing the 3 or 4 times, you will be getting like a 10 to 20 rupee profit. A normal trader, what he will do, instead of buying like an 150, he will buy 450 quantities at 10 rupees. He will try to book his profit at 18 or 20. What is the difference here? This guy with small quantity, he is making multiple trades. This guy with a larger quantity buys at one level and he exits at one level, thinking that the market is going to be rewarding. Yes, there are like a few advantages and disadvantages. What are the advantages? Advantages here is you're booking small profits. Here, you have to be waiting for a longer period for you to get to the target. In case if it doesn't go, you have a chance of losing bigger here, because in case if it goes to 8 or 6 or 5 rupees, then you will have a chance of losing bigger money. Here, he doesn't have that pressure. Once it is going to 13, he will book it. Again, if it comes to 10, he will buy it. What is the disadvantage here? You have to be doing multiple trades. You will have to pay the brokerage. You will have to pay additional transaction charges and other things. But here, you're not going to be playing all of that. But yes, like there are advantages and disadvantages choosing the right broker and how you wanted to take a trade. Those are the things which we will be seeing in the upcoming session. So as a scalper, you can choose yourself. I'm not insisting that you needed to be a scalper. You can become a normal trader. You can become a scalper. Choose yourself what suits you. Some of my personality and attributes doesn't allow me to hold my position. I almost like literally panic. Whenever I hold my positions beyond 30, 40 minutes, I literally panic. 90% of you would have that similar kind of a sense as well. But some of you would be like cool as a cucumber, like Rahul Dravid. You guys, anything can happen on the other end. I don't care. I will just only play my strokes. That is the way many of you would do it, right? So you guys will not be worrying about any volatility or anything. I know this is the level I enter and this is the level I wanted to exit. If you guys are that kind of a trader, you can become like a normal positional player, normal intraday player. Okay, a smart trade will go with a scalping or a retail trading formula. What is a retail trading formula? Retail trading formula is we quickly enter, exit. That's the mentality of 90% of the traders, because they once they see a quick money, they wanted to exit the trade. Now, how a scalper should trade? What are the things which I want you to look at as a scalper? As a scalper, though we do discretionary trade and other things, we also needed to set certain rules and regulations. We cannot be just blindly going and taking a trade every candle thinking that the market is going to be rewarding every time. That's not going to happen. As an option scalper, even you needed to create a proper entry, SL, trailing stop loss, exit point, typically with the good risk reward ratio. Normally, I would expect 1:1. In our scenario, once it is above your price, it is not even like an 1:1. You are just going to be like in trailing as much as possible. Sometimes it can be 1:2, 1:3. Sometimes it can be 1:10 as well. So in our scenario, first and foremost, we needed to know what is our proper trading setup, which is something which we are going to be doing like in learning through the session. Next, once we enter at a particular level, we needed to know where to place our stop loss, where we needed to trail our stop loss. In case if the market is moving in my favor, where to exit it as well. If you do not know this, then you are entering into a trade very blind. That means you are gambling, not trading with a plan. Next, you should be aware about the fund allocation that you have in your account. Imagine you have like in 2 lakh in your account. I always insist on the traders not to deploy 30% of their capital in any given trade. If you have your overall capital is 2 lakh, you should not deploy more than 30% in any given trade. So in order to do that, you should be knowing how much funds I have in my account and how much should I be deploying in this trade, at which level I needed to be doing it. This is something very important, and you needed to understand the market dynamics and its volatility during specific time frame. When I say specific time frame, most of you would be like as a scalper, we would be playing in 3 and 5 minute time frame. If you're going to be changing that into 15 minutes or hourly, then it becomes a positional play. So we normally use 3 and 5 minute time frame. Based on this, we will also look at based on the days, say for example, Friday, how it will be, Monday, how it will be, Thursday, how it will be. Friday and Monday, you will not see much of volatility. But on Thursday, during the expiry, you will see plenty of volatility. So based on those, we also determine how to place your fund. If there is going to be plenty of volatility, we are not going to be deploying much larger fund. Next comes the order execution. What is order execution? Though we know this is the level I wanted to buy it, okay, I know this is the level at which I wanted to buy it, but what normally we do, we don't buy it. Why? We think that like, and after buying it, what if the market goes lower, or what if the market goes higher, then I will be entering into a loss. Then in that process, already the market would have moved. You would have been waiting for a few minutes. By the time the market would have moved, and what you will do, you would have missed the rally, and then you will try to now go and buy it at a higher price. Why? You will think that, okay, I missed the bus. Now the market is moving higher. Now I have an opportunity to go and enter at a higher price. Then you will lose it there. Many a times it would have happened, right? So that's the reason we say efficient order placing skill is one of the key area. A trader should spend enough time in improving the execution part and using the best trading platform. I normally use like a Nest platform. Not necessary everybody should be using the Nest platform, but use a platform which is user friendly for you, and at the same time, you know you will be able to enter and exit at will. When I say enter and exit at will, you should be like completely comfortable with the system. You know how to press your F1, how to press your F2, how to enter, exit, how to place your stop loss. Everything has to be seamless. That is important for you to do it on a seamless manner. Don't worry, we will also be conducting a session on the Nest platform, and I'll also be sharing you the advantages of Nest, how we can use it for our scalping needs in a much better manner. So as a scalper's key focus area, many a times we all think that if many people think that if it is a scalper, you will be doing the trade for the whole day. Doesn't mean that. Okay, even as a scalper, you needed to wait for the right trades. Most importantly, for a scalper, you needed to get into the market with a goal or a target. It is very, very important, guys. You have to set yourself a goal. How many of you would have got into the market thinking that whatever the market gives me, I will take it today? Be honest with me, guys. Next 20 days, you guys are going to be honest with me. I will take whatever the market gives and I will keep on trading. Whenever I see an opportunity, I will do it. Almost like in 70% now, you guys are saying that you wanted to do that. Some of you are fixing a rule that I wanted to take only 2 trades or 3 trades in a day. But most of you, what you're doing, you're not controlling your impulsive nature. You just wanted to get like and take trade as many times possible. Then you guys are not trading. You are playing in a casino. You know what will happen in a casino? When you guys are going to the casino, initially you will win. Okay, like in either you win or you lose. When you're placing a small bet here and there, you will keep on like in winning it. Then immediately your mind will say, Shiva, whenever you are placing a small bet, you are winning. Why don't you keep a large bet now and then win more? Because anyway, you are winning. The casino doesn't know like you are winning. They are just going to be keep giving you the funds. Then you will keep on betting it through the day. Without even you realizing it, you not only would have lost your like in profits, you would have also lost your capital. The same thing will apply in the markets as well. If you do not know, okay, if you do not know that whatever the things which you are doing in a day without a target, you will always end up or giving it back. Sometimes it can give you a reward, but 80% of the time you will lose it big time. That's the reason it's always important for us. Beginning of the day, let's get into the market with the target. And most importantly, the target has to be proportionate to your capital. Imagine I'm playing with like 1 CR capital and I expect a return of 1 lakh a day. Okay, that is 1%. But if I wanted to compare myself with some of the so-called big traders who have been posting their M2M, they are like in posting like in 20 lakhs, 50 lakh, and like in a 1 crore profit in a single day. Can I go and compete with them with my 1 crore? That means I needed to achieve 100% of my target to achieve that target. That's not going to be possible. I always tell you guys, look at others M2M as an inspiration. If this guy is able to make money in the market, then I should also be able to make money. The main reason for me to post the M2Ms and other things is I got inspiration in the past looking at some of the M2Ms, because without them, I would not have believed myself that Shiva, like, and if this guy is able to make it, you should also be able to make it. What is that? Is the biggest difference? Only thing is he would have learned the right way, and then he is doing it with the discipline. 90% of the traders, if you go and look at all the successful traders, they all will play with a plan, either with the risk management. They know what is that, like a target that need to be achieved, what is the capital that need to be deployed, how they needed to adjust their position if the trade goes against them, or when to book their loss. All those things will be done in a systematic and a planned manner. Why retail community, 90% of the retail community loses money? Because we all go into the market with the thinking, I will just go do whatever I like, and I know the market is going to be rewarding. Guys, market is supreme. You are all like a tiny, like in microorganisms, which I couldn't say. Okay, in terms of like in the universal concept, we are all a tiny microorganisms, right? Similar to that, we are a microorganisms into the market. You're not going to be like in making a significant move on the market based on your capital or anything. But we always believe whenever we like and buy something, market knows it and it is going to go and like and make me into a loss. We always think that, right? Even I used to think that in the past. How come that whenever I buy a particular stock or particular option, the market always reverses and then like and I make a big loss? It's not that. We have been entering at a stage where we should not have entered, and most importantly, we do not have the patience or we do not have the skill to hold on to our trades even if the trade goes against us. 80 to 90% of the time you would have gotten to a right trade, but due to your like what to say, you would not have been able to place your right stop loss, or like you would not have been like able to wait for some time, you would have booked a loss and the market would have rewarded big on your side where you would have bought it. Then you would be literally repenting yourself. I bought it at the right level, but it triggered my stop loss and it went higher. It all happens because your love for money. You don't want to lose a trade. In the process, you lose more than that. That's the reason I still insist to people follow the process. When you're following the process, 80 to 90% of the time, you know you have done the right thing. And if the market is rewarding you, yes, you needed to take it. But there are 20 times when the market is not rewarding you, you needed to accept that as well. Why 90% of you are making a big loss? If you go and like and analyze your trade log and everything, I can proudly say all of you are very successful traders. When I say successful traders, if in a score of 1 to 100, 80 to 90% of you would be scoring above 90%. When I say 90%, 90% of your trades will be in green. Only your 10% of your trades will be in red. If you go and look at the 10% of your trades, in the 10%, you would have either blown your accounts by 20%, 30%, or 100%. But not because of your 90%, you would have lost it. It is purely because of your 10%, you would have lost it. Why you would have lost it on the 10%? Because you are holding on to a wrong trade, thinking that the market is going to be rewarding you. That's not going to happen. I will tell you a small, like in a logic with an example. You know what the market is trying to do? You know what the market is trying to do? It is setting you into a pattern. Have you like I know like many of you watch cricket and other things. Have you guys seen like especially the Australian series? Whenever you see the Australian series, I don't know whether you guys like grown up watching Glenn McGrath and others. He's one of the most consistent bowlers cricket. Okay, if you have seen like in Glenn, he is one of the best bowler, which I would say like if you ask him, you just go and tell him that this is the like an area wherein you needed to bowl all your 6 balls, he will exactly bowl the same length, same delivery, and exact place he will bowl it. What the market is doing it is doing the same thing. Set you up, okay, he will set you up 5 deliveries, okay, he will come in swinger, okay, 5 deliveries, he will constantly give you an in swinger, and 1 delivery, he will give you an out swinger. You will think that that is also going to be an in swinger, and then you will play a defense. It will take an outside edge, and then it will go to the wicket keeper or the slips. The market is doing the exact same thing to all of you. What the market is doing? Every day you are buying it at a particular level. Okay, you are buying it at a particular level. The market falls, and then it will also recover. So what you would have done when it is falling, you would have averaged. The market would have recovered and you would have made money. Next day, you do the same thing, market fall, you would have done the average, it would recover, you would have made money. And on the 5th day, the market falls You do the average. You will do like a further more average because it is keep falling. Then you will be wondering, yesterday, day before, it was like falling and it has recovered. Today also it will recover. And you are like the market has set you into a pattern. And that pattern, you thought that it is going to be doing it. On that fine day, they are not going to recover. They will go in the reverse gear. What will happen? Yeah. You guys will be clueless. Every day you guys were in like in recovering. Today you are not doing it. What are you guys going to do it? In the process, you will wait. Rather than booking your losses at a particular level, you would held on to your trade and you will completely lose that particular day. Is this not happening with all of you? 80 to 90%? Yes. Why? Because that is what the market has done it. It's not only to you, it has been doing it for each and every individual who's not following the system with discipline. So what is that which we wanted to do? As a scalper, you get into the target, play based on your objective, and make sure that whether it is a profit or loss, this is what I'm going to be giving back, or this is what I'm going to be taking it from the market, and then move on. Once you bring that mindset, you're not playing in a casino, you have become like an unprofessional trader. I want all of you to become a professional trader because 90% of you, why you wanted to join the session? You all wanted to become like in your own, like in a boss. You don't want to report to anyone. When you don't want to report to anyone, what you needed to do? You needed to make a life out of it. And the most important aspect, when you wanted to become like a profitable trader, the market is giving you all the opportunities. None of the market or like an none of the like an indices or like an any kind of a trading, no one is forcing you and pulling your hand, you have to do a trade today. So there is no point in you going and complaining, telling that no, market has cheated me today, they have manipulated the market, they have they asked you to come and trade today? No, it is you who are going and trading, and you are going to be complaining that no, market is a manipulated place, cheated place. Yes, I also complain like that. Then I understood, if I'm going to be complaining, I will always be part of the 90% of the crowd who will always be telling you that it is like in a place to cheat, this is the place to manipulate and other things. If they are manipulating, be a part of it because you wanted to be part of this business. If they are like cheating you, you are going to be. At the end of the day, market is a zero-sum game. What is a zero-sum game? Either you win or you lose. When you win, someone is going to lose. Someone gains, you are going to be losing. That's the way the market operates. So there should not be any emotions attached to the market. You are considering this market as a business. When you're treating it as a business, you needed to survive in the business. If you wanted to survive, you needed to put your time and effort. Guys, I'm putting my time and effort. So that means I needed to gain something out of it. Guys, imagine you are running a shop. Okay, imagine you are running a shop. You are like in a shop, like in a shopkeeper, and you are running a shop. You are buying a product from like an A company at like 100 rupees. Will you sell the same product to the customer at 90 rupees? No. You have set up a shop, you have like put in your time and effort, you are like paying the rent, you are paying the EB bills and everything. So you wanted to set it like and sell it at 110 or 120 so that whatever the cost which you would have incurred additionally, plus you wanted some profit. Why? Because you are spending your time and energy on that particular day, on that particular to make money out of it. Similar to that, you also needed to think trading. You are coming into this market, bringing your 1 lakh capital beginning of the day. You are buying a product from someone. When you are buying a product, you have already invested on certain things. What are the investments? You would have invested on OIPLs, you would have invested on training, you would have invested on the trading application, you would have invested on the internet, you would have invested on the power, and most importantly, you are investing your time and energy. So you needed to know what is the cost. Okay, so at least like I'm spending 10,000 rupees. So 1 lakh, I needed to earn at least 1 lakh 10,000 for me to cover my cost. Then if you wanted to successful, you needed another 10K for you to prove by yourself that yes, some profit I can earn from the market. With that mind, if you're treating it, then yes, trading becomes easy. If you think No, I'm ready to buy it at 100 from anyone. I'm ready to sell it to anyone at 80 or 120. That means you're already like in preparing yourself for without any having any target in the mind. So keep a clear target, what you wanted to accomplish. Okay, whether it is going to be a winning trade or a losing trade, this is what I wanted to do it. Not every business will be successful. We know there are few business which will be like in wherein what to say, the success cannot be coming in. Yes, because they would have like an opened up a shop in a wrong area. Imagine the entire street is filled with textile industry, and if you're going to go open a hardware store in that store like in street, is it going to have and sell? No, no one is going to be coming there. People who are going to be flocking in that particular area is going to be all coming for buying garments. So if you're going to be setting up a hardware store in that particular area, none of the like and people is going to be coming into your shop. So we needed to understand, even in trading, what is that which we are going to do and how we are going to be doing it. Whether if everybody is like in today buying a call, if we are going to be like in buying a put, then we will be into the long crowd. If someone is buying a call, 90% of the crowd is buying a call and the market is moving higher, we needed to participate with them. Don't try to be the odd one out. That is where many a times people lose it. Okay, now during the market, you needed to interpret the data and be updated on news every minute. Guys, like not only like in trading is like in a big profession, you needed to know what is happening in and around. Okay, you guys would be seeing me like in posting the morning message, right? I would expect each and every one of you, at least few years down the line, come up with your morning messages. What is your morning message? You needed to decode the information which is going to be scattered across in different places and understand how it is going to be helping in your trading need. Like, and I'm a guy, okay, who has not come from like in a trading background at all. Let me give you my like in a background. I am a hotel management graduate, worked in few hotels, especially in the kitchen and the like an F&B service, before moving into healthcare BPO. Now I'm into the finance. Okay, so I am like in completely zero. But 80 to 90% of you already have like in some BCom or like in CAs, and like in some of you are like in professionals in like in finance, and you guys are looking, then you will be like a lot more equipped than me. So all I would expect is, if a person like me who doesn't have any kind of a financial background, if I'm able to survive looking at all the information which I've gained in the market knowledge, I would expect all of you to do much, much better than me. Guys, like, let me be very, very honest. Till 2000, I do not even know what is like a computer at all. Okay, because I was totally into hotel industry. Then I started like in only when there was a BPO job which was offered to me, a data entry job. I was having a typing speed of like in 15 words or 5-10 words per minute, because I was just searching for each and every word. But the guy who believed in me, because I told him I don't want to go back into the hotel industry. I wanted to survive in something else. Then I put myself hard and core that this is the industry where I wanted to be in. Somehow I will survive. Then whichever the industry you like it, you will always be able to put yourself, then automatically you will have the passion to learn and do it. Have that passion every day. Don't think like, oh no, man, today 9:15 the market is going to open and should I be trading? Don't get into that kind of an attitude. Get with the positive attitude. For me, more like, and more than anything, the trading is all about positivity. You needed to bring that positivity into the market for you to succeed. And especially if you're a trader, you will have good days and bad days. Treat both at the same length. You cannot be taking negativity home even if you lose money. Why are you losing? That's the only thing which you needed to concentrate and ask yourself, whether what mistakes I have done, let me not repeat that mistake again. If you think that, then yes, automatically you will be able to decode everything. Next, always follow the news. Always follow what information which is available. Earlier, we never had this kind of an information. When we started trading in 2008 and 9, we didn't have this kind of visibility for us to look at all the data which is available. Today, you guys get the news from the news channels, like in the portals, YouTubes, like in Twitter, Telegram, everywhere you are getting feeded with so much of information. I know sometimes overwhelming information as well, but use it to your effectiveness. Use all the news as and when you needed to, like, and keep on saying it. It will help you a lot. Okay, so with all this being said, what a scalper or a trader should be doing it. You all needed to try to master one good strategy. Many people say, Shiva, if we do one particular strategy over a period of time, it will become like an completely obsolete and we may not be able to use it in the long run. Let me be fair and honest with all of you. I've been using the same strategy and the same setup for the past 5 years. I haven't seen like in any kind of an major like an area wherein I needed to completely shift to another strategy or like in setup. No, only thing which I've been doing is I'm keep refining the process what I have been doing in since 2015-16. I didn't do any magic things. I've been following the same setup, same kind of a strategy. And I believe like in 90% of you who have been like in following me also in the last 3-4 years, you would have also been seeing the same things you are teaching again and again. So what has that like made? Have I like invented something new? No. Only thing is I would have invented few things here and there wherein it would have refined the process and the strategy, but overall setup and the strategy remains the same. So you needed to understand, find one good strategy. Not necessary after attending Shiva's session, you have to follow Shiva's. No, you would have had like a lot of new ideas. You would have already been like in getting some results. But if the results would not have been coming in, then don't try to do that. But when you know that this particular strategy has given you a result, give it some time. And most importantly, every strategy in this world will give you results. Every strategy in this world will give you results. But you need to know when and how to use the strategy to make it for yourself. When I say when and how, I told you about the pattern, right? Market is all about a pattern. There will be a week where it'll be like a completely option buyer week. There will be a week it'll be completely seller's week. There will be a week it'll be like a completely a straddle and strangle player week. There will be completely a consolidation week wherein no one can make money. You needed to identify which kind of market it is and how you needed to play on that. Yes, identifying that is going to be a big problem. How can I identify that? You guys will be like in for a good run. 2-3 months you will be like in continuously on profit. How many of you had best of like in September, October, November? You lost everything in December and January. Tell me honestly. I blown my account in December and January. You would have gained almost like in 3 months non-stop 2,000 rupees every day. Okay, 2,000 rupees every day. You would have had like Shiva, I'm in a golden period now. I have got like an almost 80% return. But in the last 1 month or so, you would have lost 80 to 90% or 100% of your capital in 2 days. Why is that? This is because you didn't realize the pattern has changed and you are playing the same way what you have done in the last 3 months. That's what the market is intended to do. Guys, the market is not going to give you like an everybody, like an what to say, like an only one set of people to keep on making money. The market will keep on like in doing in rotational stuff. Imagine if only sellers are able to make money. Almost the market has been there for like in 50, 100 years now, right? If only sellers are able to make money, if the buyers are losing every day, do you think every day like and some buyer will be keep on coming with money? No way. Okay, so market is going to be keep moving from like in one to another. The fund has to be like in rotating, and most importantly, it doesn't wanted to give one set of people that yes, you guys have done everything, you know how to like and play the market, and you know you can win all the time. That's not going to happen. Okay, so the most important thing is try to master this like in one good strategy, and most importantly know how and when you needed to make use of that strategy. There will be days wherein you will not be taking any trades. There will be days wherein you needed to be aggressive on your trades. During the session I'll be explaining it to you when you needed to, when you should not be using like an taking aggressive trade using the data which we are going to be looking at. So that's very important. For me, my favorite trade setup is the opening trade and then the trend follow through the day. When I say opening trade, I will be looking for an opportunity wherein, based on whatever the like an information which I have collated and other things, which direction should I be taking? Okay, once that is finalized, once I go into the morning trade, immediately at 9:15 when I'm taking a trade, immediately jump into the trade and then like can make money. But once it is above my buy price, I quickly trade it. If you'd have seen it even on the last Thursday, that's what we did, right? Once it is above our buy price, we bought around 180 lots. Once it is above, almost we got like an 1,80,000 in 5 minutes, done and dusted, get out of the trade. But it's not going to be easy cup. Some of you would not be able to take the opening trade. Some of you would wait for the like an proper like an everything needed to like an align in the trade, and then you will enter it. That's fine. Choose what suits you. Okay, don't force yourself something which you are not comfortable with. Always choose something which you are comfortable with. There are like trends like follow the trend. During the session, I'll be explaining you how to follow the trend through the day. What are the things which we will be watching? How you can get benefit out of it? That is again my important favorite setup. We will be looking at this. Not only this, we will be looking at other setups as well. But these are two favorite setups of mine. Okay, if we can be good at one setup, you can be successful in the long run, and it will help you to further refine the process, which will improve your confidence. Always remember, rather than jumping from one to another, keep working on one particular process and then do it. You guys would have noticed me, right? In the last 3 years or in 4 years, which I've been posting my M2Ms and other things. Have you ever seen me in trading much in stocks? Have you ever seen me trading anything apart from Bank Nifty? 99% Bank Nifty, 1% Nifty. Maybe very rarely I would be doing it in the other in stock options or in stock futures or anything. Very, very rarely. What have I done there? Rather than me looking at so many different elements, I have concentrated on one particular product, and then I'm trying to decode it further and further and then refining it. Why? Now I will be able to proudly say this is what these guys are planning to do and this is what it is going to be doing. So you will be able to see how the market is behaving in that particular pattern. So it is very, very vital. It is very vital you focus on one rather than doing on everything. Yes, yeah, some people can do that, but not everybody will be like a jack of all things, right? We will be able to master only one or two items rather than looking at an everything and then losing our focus. Let's focus on one and then try to get it done. Even during our session, we will be focusing mostly on the index futures and index options. I'll also tell you the reasons why I don't want you guys to look at the stock options. Actually, I don't know whether you guys have recently seen a scenario where one of the option buyer on the stock option lost in close to 12, 13 lakh, wherein is money should have been only 45,000, where it should have lost. Okay, there are plenty of loopholes and plenty of things which I want you guys to understand. Please understand, we will focus on certain elements which is going to be giving us a good results over a period of time if we do it with the discipline. As a scalper, there are key things which I want you to focus upon. First and foremost, don't be an impulsive trader, and being patient is extremely, extremely important. Many people think if he's a scalper, he will be keep on doing the trade. He will be constantly typing it on the keyboard and he will be doing it for the whole day. Nope, that's not the way to do it. You will also, as a scalper, you will enter only when the trade is available, and being patient is extremely, extremely important for a trader. So don't try to force yourself. Think that no, somehow I needed to make money. No, I have to always make money. No, it's not going to happen. Always trade with a stop loss. Never ever get into any trade without having a stop loss. Whether you can think about in the mind or whatever it is, you have to have a stop loss for any given trade, and make sure that that stop loss is also what to say, it's not a little skewed. Say for example, sometimes we may tend to lose 3% because of an options market have a large volatility, but don't try to keep your stop loss buying it at 100 and keep my stop loss at 10. No, that's not the ideal way to do it. So those things which we will be focusing upon. Always ride with the trend. Imagine if the market is moving higher today, If you're going and buying a put thinking that there will be a fall, then we are a stupid. Never go against the trend. Always ride with the trend. We always think that sometimes, no, market has rallied 500 points. It cannot rally anymore. Now I'll go and buy a put. Now I'll go and buy a put. Average it, average it. It's not going to reward you. The important thing is, rather than buying and put, go and play along the market and you will be able to win it. Try to trail your profits if it is above your BEP. What is BEP? Break even price. Once it is above your break even price, always try to trail it. Imagine if you'd have bought it at around like an 200 rupees. If the market has moved towards 210, you would immediately place your stop loss at 205, so that the 5 rupee will be your at least a minimum profit. If it goes to 215, we will trail it at 210. So you will be not going to be losing the trade once it is above your break even price. What is BEP? Break even price. We will be looking at it in the future as well. One sec. People will join. Okay. So trail your profits if it is above your DEP. Next one, adjust risk and take trades with the trend. When I say adjust risk, you needed to have a pyramiding policy. When you're taking a trade, you will be in, say, for example, if the market is like in a particular strike is trading at 400, you needed to prepare yourself till which level you wanted to buy it at lower level, which level you wanted to buy it on the upside. So imagine 400, I will go buy it up to 380, up to 420 on the upside. So between 380 to 420 is my range wherein I wanted to deploy my capital. Once it moves above my 420 level, I will immediately trail it. So most important thing is, when you know the trend also, you needed to play according to what you are seeing there. That's very, very important. Always look for patterns and change accordingly. When I say patterns and change accordingly, you will have like a successful run for 1-2 months. Immediately there will be a day wherein you will lose it 2-3%. Then take a step back and see what is that which you have done today, which you have been following in the last 2 months, why the market has not rewarded you today. Again, the next day, if the same thing happening again, that means time for you to take a deep, like a breathe, and then like and come back. Think what has happened and what are the pattern changes which is happening in the market, why the market is not rewarding me. Okay, so that's very important. If you are losing like in continuously for 2-3 days, take a step back, see what are the things which has happened in the market, why you are losing it now. Next, don't put all eggs into one basket, or like in a say, for example, when I say all eggs in one basket, we always have the tendency, right? Whenever we have like an all the money which has been deployed in what to say, a particular account on a given day, why you guys have lost your entire capital? Have you ever realized why you have lost your entire capital on certain days? It's purely because you would have thought, okay, now today, like, and whatever the gains which I've made in the last 2 months, I've lost everything in this single trade. Now I have no other choice. Now I have to recover everything what I've lost in 2 months. Let me do and trade, and then like and get out of it. In the process, you would have completely ignored all your risk management. You're like and completely thrown out all your risk policies. You would have definitely only trying to do a revenge trade, which would have forced you to lose everything. So in case if it have placed it in a different account, that's what I normally do, because once I had an experience wherein what I did, I was keeping like in a 50 lakh in an account. Okay, that was like in an arrogant period. I didn't keep 50 lakhs, but what I did is I had like in 20 lakh. Beginning of the day, I bought some put options or call options or something. I still don't remember it, but like in either of them. Like in something which I bought at around like in 230, 240, around like in, it was on an expiry day. Around 11 o'clock, like in the price has come down. Okay, from 240, it has come down to 200 or like in 180 or something. My entire capital of 20 lakhs deployed. Then what I did, I like and added some more funds, another 10, 15 lakh, because I was wanting to average and get out of the trade. By the time I average, it came down to 150. So from 20 lakh, like, and I deployed another 10 lakh, the average has come down, and then like in the price is also like in falling lower and lower. Now I realized, oh no, man, the price is like still falling. So what should I do? Add another 10 more lakhs, because the price has already gone to 120. If I'm going to be adding more positions at 120, the price will come to 150, then I can exit. In the process, I done that. Then the price went to like from 150 to 120 to 120 to 90. Then I started to lose more. Then I realized, oh shit, man, what are you doing? Now you're really like losing more and more. Then from that level, it kept falling. By the time I averaged everything and 40 lakhs, then I deployed my final 10 lakhs somewhere around like in 60 to 70 rupees. But I didn't realize the whole day that I was feeding the sellers. The sellers were so happy. These guys were writing the whole day on that particular strike, and they were like so happy to like receive all the money that I have been like and keep on doing it for them. So they were keep on like doing that, and I had no other choice other than to lose everything. So that is the problem in this market as well. So never ever fight yourself in this kind of an environment. This market is not going to be rewarding you at all. So always remember, play with your stop losses. And the most important thing is never try to go and fight. That's very, 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 very critical. Okay, very, very critical. Now, one thing which has helped me, even when I was like playing it in the like in multiple or like in things. Guys, are you able to hear me? A couple of them are not able to hear me. Please confirm. Guys, please check your internet on your end. 90% of them are able to hear me loud and clear. Okay, great. So with that said, the market, okay, as I told you, don't put all money into one account. If you have like in a large funds, try to deploy in different accounts if you are able to control your emotions and other things. What has I done with this kind of a concept? One thing which has helped me here, when I have like an account money in multiple accounts, beginning of the day, I take a trade in a particular account, make money, close that system, move on to the next one, thinking that I'm starting the day fresh. Imagine, whenever you guys have lost it in the past, you just like I'm going to be thinking about from your side. The reason is you can think me as one commoner, because all the mistakes which you guys are committing, I would have done that already. So you would know, okay, if Shiva has done this and he has experimented it, so he has already like tried and tested. So I just needed to follow it. What I've done, I would have also done the same thing. Okay, once I have it in a particular account, imagine you have like in a 5 lakh account, you made 20K in the morning. What you would do after some time, out of this 20K, you would be keep on trading, right? 20K profit is there, but you would keep on trading. But due to certain elements, the 20K profit would have come to like in 15K or like in 12K. Why? Because you would have been keep on trading. One trade would have gone against you and you would have lost some profit. But your mind will not able to accept it. Why your mind will not be able to accept it? Because beginning of the day, your mind has already seen a 20K profit and it somehow wanted to see the 20K profit again. So your mind says you already made 20K profit. Now it has come to 12 or 13K profit. Somehow get back to the 20K. In the process, you won't even realize what trade you are taking and other things. You will go and take a trade. Then the 12K profit will come to 7 or 8K. Then it will come to the zero category. Okay, it will come to the flat territory. Then you will be making a big like you will keep your hand like and think, oh no man, what have you done? You should have like booked your profits at 20K and stayed light. Now you are back to zero. Then what you will do? You will think that at least let me recover the brokerage and other costs. In the process, you will lose another 5K more. Then your mind will not be able to accept it at all because you are already seen a 20K profit on that day. How can you like see a 5K loss? Then you will go for a revenge trade. What is a revenge trade? You will not even look at anything. You will just go buy random things at a random level, and then you just wanted to make some money. And that's not going to help you. You will completely lose it. Instead, when you're placing like an money in multiple accounts, this is for large capital players. Imagine you are having like an fire like in 20, 50 lakhs. If you are placing in like in multiple accounts, what can happen to you? Imagine 10 lakh in each account. When you do a trade and then close the trade, then you will move on to the next one. You will feel comfortable. Then most important thing is, the money which you have accumulated in the other account is going to be safe. You are going to be starting the day fresh on this account, and your mind will also start to think, unless and until I get a clear trade, I'm not going to be doing it. So it has helped me a lot. So now people who are asking me several questions, Shiva, why you are having multiple accounts? Now you would have got an answer. First, you would be able to make money on each of these accounts and then protect your profits. And even if I lose, I know this is the profit which I've made in the other account, and I'm going to be only losing that. That is something which I always put it in my mind. Next, there are days wherein some of your brokers will not allow you to take a trade, right? There are brokers will have like an issue and other things. So what you wanted to do on those days, you can always use another login for you to take a trade. There are days in the morning, some Zerodha login doesn't work, some like an Upstocks login doesn't work, some like an other like in a broker platform doesn't work. You can always look for a broker who is working in the morning, and then you don't miss the feeling that I have missed the trade today. So don't put all eggs in one basket, diversify it. It can help you in two ways. One, you can think always like when a trade is being taken that you're starting the day fresh and you're like making a new attempt to take a trade. And on the other side, you can always think that, okay, I've also made some money in the other one, and I can use that as a stop loss for the next trades. And most importantly, when the trade up terminal goes down in a particular broker, you can always use the other one. And most important thing, use terminals which are user friendly and which are you're comfortable with. As I told you, I always use Nest platform. Though I use other brokers for me to view the other things, I always use the Nest platform for me to view it and give me the results what I wanted it. So always remember, use a platform which is user friendly for all of you. Okay, so this is important step. Now, before we move on to the next one, I know it is like an heavy topic in the morning. We will take a small 10-minute break. Okay, 10 or 15-minute break. Okay, so we will have a 10-minute break. We will be back by 12:10, and then we will start again. So guys, like in one small thing, how is the session so far? In terms of the speed, you guys are okay with the speed, or should I be like go little slow, or like an okay, great. Guys, most important thing, people who are unable to, 90% of you have said like in the speed is okay, but people who are, try to take it like in once again, go through the video again tonight, you will be able to go at a good place. Okay, so team, we are back. Team, like, okay, many of you have been asking me, sure, like, is it a good time to take a trade and other things today? Guys, I would sincerely say, like, and stay away today. The main reason is the market is just like and doing something which is unusual. The reason why I say that is unusual is like, and the IV values are like, and more or less the same. I'll just give you a quick market update before we move on. And at the same time, I'm also seeing certain elements which is like an contradictory. When I say contradictory, like in the future data is like in suggesting me like in some short buildup which is coming in at higher level, short covering is happening. I would ideally like and avoid the bank nifty for the day, because of the way the market is behaving and other things, it can fall. Why I say that, there are like a lot of open and high strikes which are pending on the put side, and moreover the market from morning has not been able to confidently move higher. The HDFC Bank, which was also like in trading in the morning higher, it has been falling. And I believe the signals were also like in giving you some moves, but it is not giving you the great move. Imagine if this is the like a signal which we got it today on the bank nifty. Guys, don't worry about the signals or nothing, which we will be going in detail in the upcoming sessions. But you can clearly see this particular candle is more than sufficient for you to make money. But if you'd have overextended it on a day like this, then yes, you would have definitely lost like a lot of money today. That's what would have like happened here. In case if you'd have been thinking about taking a trade, this is not the moment actually, because the market has already rewarded on the downside on this particular candle. And do not try to force yourself to any kind of a trade in this market, because this is not going to be giving you any kind of a reward at this juncture. Don't force yourself. There were like a few signals which came into the market today. I'll just show you that. This signals will be released sometime next week, which we are planning. I'll be showing you, but like, and I don't think others will be able to see it. So these are the signals which came in the morning, both on the call side, 9:30 and 9:54. Both have given like a significant return on the upside. But at this juncture, if you are looking to like take a trade and other things, I would sincerely say wait it out, because this market is clearly not giving you any move either on the upside or on the downside at this juncture with any clear direction. Okay, so if I were you, considering the wicks, considering the IV levels, today is not a perfect day if you're thinking about taking a trade, unless and until market moves in a particular direction with a strong conviction. Okay, please, please, please stay light. Guys, I did few trades in the morning, but like not much, because I was focusing on the training, and like there were like so many queries and other things which were coming in, so couldn't like concentrate on like much of trades today. But don't worry, we will be getting a lot of upcoming days wherein we can focus on the like trade opportunities and other things which is going to be available, and we will focus on that particular aspect. But at this juncture, looking at the current scenario, let's focus on the session. And because this is going to be very vital, and we will be getting a lot more like an interesting days in the upcoming session for us to be taking interesting trades. But at this juncture, let's focus on this. So coming back here, many commoners, what they do, everybody thinks that like trading is like a very easy profession, and like what they like get to hear, they will be getting to see from their friends that like okay, I'm making money, and like I will be sharing like sending it across to my friends and others, right? The people will be looking at them terms in Twitter and everywhere. Oh, these guys are able to make money, they are able to make like a massive money, I should also be able to do it, so I should also like go and take a trade. All those things will be playing out in the minds of the traders. Everybody believes that just because this guy is able to make money, I should also be able to make money. But that's not going to be easy at all. Why it is not going to be easy? From outside, everything will look easy. Even when you're entering into the market, many of the times during the initial phase, you would have made money. But that is not going to be happening all along. So you needed to understand that. Many trading aspirants who get into the market, who always think that they wanted to make like a quick money, enter, make some quick bucks, but they lose also big time. Never get into the market with that kind of a mindset. Always you needed to prepare yourself, prepare in for the long run. Okay, one more clarification on the previous slide. Many people ask me, like, and when we are having multiple accounts with the same broker, no, I wouldn't suggest with the same broker. We will have it at multiple brokers. The reason is because it will act as a backup. And most importantly, when one broker terminal goes down, we will have other broker terminals to rely upon to do the trading. That's the reason I suggest not to trade in like in a one broker itself. We will have broking accounts with multiple brokers, so that we will have a backup in terms of there is like in a problem or anything which is happening with a particular broking terminal. Okay, that is one. Moving on, they consider like, and whenever you are trying to see about like in certain traders, what they normally do is once they win few trades, okay, there will be like in few trades they will be winning in the initial stages. Once they win, what they normally think, no, now I know the grip of market will behave whatever the things which I wanted to, and I know how to like and succeed in this market. In the process, they won't even realize anything. Someone who was trading with like in a one lot and two lots and so on, once they see like a 1,000 rupee profit made for like a few days, immediately they bring in like a 10 lakh capital. Without even you realize, your risk appetite would have completely gone haywire. One bad day, what will happen? You would have made like 1,000 for 10 days, and one bad day you would have lost like in 1 lakh to 2 lakh. That's it. You will completely panic mode. Why? When I like, and why I say that like, and you will be in a panic mode, because you guys will feel that no, now the market is absolutely moving in against, and I don't want to like and stuck around. Then you will lose your sleep. That is what will happen with many traders. Many traders, they think that, okay, I will started gaining and the market is giving me a reward on a fixed pattern. But you would not be seeing like, and there are like plenty of things which is going to be happening. Say for example, last week would have been like a little easy for you to trade either on the upside or on the downside. It would have been a trending day. But if you look at the chart today, the market would have moved higher. Where is that? One sec. So market would have moved higher in the morning and then came back and then again moving higher. You'd be seeing all kind of volatility which is going to be happening in the market. This is not going to be an easy market for the traders to trade. That's the reason I keep insisting to people, don't just like and think that like in trading is easy after a week or 10 days. Think that no, now I know everything in the market. Now I will be able to like and do whatever I want. That's not going to be the right approach into the market. Market is not going to be rewarding you that way. Market will definitely punish you in case if you think that you have decoded it everything. For me, any trader who has not seen at least like a two bull market and two bear market, I would always consider them, they are not even into like in a full-time full-time traders. Even me, I'm just looking at the second bull cycle. I've not even seen like an what to say, the first fall which I saw was in 2007 and 8. Luckily, when I entered the market, I saw that. The second one, 2020. I have seen at least the two bear markets. Now I am seeing the second bull run. The last bull run was like in between like in 2010 to 20. So this one is the second bull run which we are witnessing. But for me, I wanted to witness another 5-6 years to consider myself, to call myself a, yes, I'm a trader who knows that what is the market pattern and how the market are behaving and what are the things which is going to be happening. Everything I will be able to understand it. But till that happens, it's very much necessary for us to have a firm feet on the ground. Many people think that after the initial wins, they think that they are the like an most what to say, best ones in the world, and they will do everything, whatever that they do, they will be able to do it. No. So now you will understand why most traders fail. Why most traders fail? They consider scalping and day trading requires you like especially with the scalping and day trading, you require a lot of quick trading decisions. Unlike investing, you can invest in a particular stock, you can hold it for a period of 3-6 months or like in few years. If a stock like ITC, you would have deployed it like in 2000, the same price is going to be trading even at today. But there like it's not going to be the same scenario with the like in what to say, options market or in the F&O segment. Every month you have an expiry, every week you have an expiry. If the market doesn't react in the way you wanted it to be, you will be losing the premium. If you are a seller, you will gain it. If you are a buyer, you will lose it drastically. That's the reason scalping and day trading requires you to take a lot of quick decision, and it requires a lot of discipline as well. When I say discipline, you will be seeing like plenty of moves happening right in front of your eyes. Okay, even though the moves are happening, you needed to control yourself, not indulging in any trade which is going to be affecting you. That's the most important element. Though the moves are happening right in front of your eyes, don't try to force yourself for any kind of a trade and then lose out. That is very important in this market. The market, if it is not rewarding, you needed to wait for the right opportunities. Take a trade only when it is coming into your territory. If it is not, it's absolutely fine. You just needed to stay light. That is the most important element for any trader. Don't force yourself. No, I've already missed the move, but I will somehow enter the trade. Never do that, especially on a day like this. You don't even do that, because the market can completely punish you. Imagine now, look at this. Most traders think that, okay, the market has moved from 38,050 to 38,250, almost like in 200 250 points. Now they will believe that, like, now the market is going to be moving higher, let me go and enter. From here it can go lower. Again, you will get stuck with that trade. That's the reason I insist to people, don't try to force yourself in any kind of a trade thinking that the market is going to be giving you a reward, and then if it doesn't, you will lose big time. So never do that mistake. Always wait for the right opportunities. Once the market is giving you the opportunities, take a trade. If not, wait for the next one. Many traders lack initially the ability to take good decision and maintain composure when the trade goes against. What is this? When the trade goes in your favor, what do? You immediately book your profits. But when the trade goes against you, your mind will get frozen. You will not be able to take a proper decision. When I say not take a proper decision, though it is moving in your favor, you will be still looking at it like and wanting to ready to book your profits. But when it is not going against you, you will say, let me hold for some more time. Let me hold for some more time, because somehow the market is going to be giving me a reward. Somehow the market is going to be giving me a reward. But that's not going to happen. That's the most important thing. You needed to ready to accept when the trade goes against you also. Okay, I'm happy that I can book my loss and come back and take a fresh trade when the market is rewarding me. That is a most important attribute of a trader. If you are into a trade and if the trade doesn't go against you, if the trade goes against you, you needed to ready to accept it and then move in the direction where the market is rewarding. So in order to do that, why you guys are failing? Some of them, they fail because they lack the skill, they lack the discipline, they lack the execution. You needed to combine all these three into like a quick trading decision. Once you are getting all this in your control, then you will see like a significant progress happening in your trading style. Even now, the market is like currently in a position wherein it can move higher or it can move lower. What many traders do is they preempt the move thinking that the market is going to be moving. Yes, sometimes I will also do it based on the data which is available. Now looking at the data, the trending OI data has been like suggesting me from morning, like it is bullish on the bank nifty, but it is not completely bullish, but it is like just hovering around here and there. What I would ideally like to see, I would ideally like to see the market moving and jumping with like in a large volume. Unfortunately, that is not happening. Whenever the market is not moving in your favor with a large volume, there is absolutely nothing for you to do it. Instead, wait it out. That is the only way you will be able to survive in this environment. So if you're going to be trying to fight with this market, thinking that no, market is going to be rewarding me, nope, that's not going to happen in this scenario. Okay, understand that and then play. Now it is just hovering around this like in a VWAP and super trend level. In this scenario, most traders think that no, I will take a trade thinking that I'm going to be getting a move on the upside and it is going to be giving me a reward. But what if it doesn't? You needed to prepare yourself for that eventuality as well. If the trade is not going in your favor, what you should be doing? Okay, you should be ready to book your loss. So that's where the skill, discipline, and the execution comes into the picture. Don't trade like wait for your losing trades to completely lose you out completely. Instead, once it is in your favor, take a good decision, trail it, and be consistent with your approach. Consistent, being consistent is going to be definitely giving you lots and lots of reward if you are a trader who wanted to make money in this market. Okay, so that's something which I wanted you all to understand. One more thing, why 90% of the retail community fail? They all go and take a trade in the OTM strikes. When I say OTM strikes, what is OTM strikes? Out of the money strikes. Okay, out of the money is something which is like, and say for example, if the at the money is around like in 38,000, they will be going and buying 38,500 call or 39,000 call, thinking that if the market rallies, I will be getting a large reward. They will be going for the quantity. For me, anyone who buys out of the money or like an out of the money call or put, I consider them like, and they will be out of the market pretty soon. Don't go for the quality. Always, if you're an option buyer, you needed to go for the quality. Only for the sellers, they will be going for the out of the money because they know the premiums are going to be melting faster there and they have a bigger chance of making money. So as a buyer, you don't go and buy like an OTM unless and until it is going to be giving you a large reward when the trend is completely in your favor. That will be like, an very rarely you'll be seeing it. Out of 10 times, you will see 1 or 2 times. But 90% of the time, sellers are the ones who will be making large gains using that. So you needed to understand that it is not in your favor to buy an OTM strike. So many a times, quantity matters. That's what the retail community think, but it's not the quantity. It is always the quality which is going to be determining you how you as an option buyer will be able to succeed. If you're a seller, yes, it makes sense for you to like and hold your positions on that. But if you are a buyer, never go for the OTM strikes. Clear? 90% of the retails are wiped out in this traders. Yes, you might win on one few occasion. That is what is like, it is like in a buying a lottery ticket. What is a lottery ticket? If you're buying a lottery ticket, do you win every time? No. Once in 10 times, once in 15 times, sometimes you win, many a times you lose. But what are you doing buying a lottery ticket? You're betting like in 10 rupees, 20 rupees and other things. And once you're winning 500 rupees or 1000 rupees at one go, you'll be feeling very good. What it does, the lottery ticket will always be giving you a chance to tell you, okay, you won once, so you will be able to win it again. So it is going to be putting that mind in you, thinking that no, somewhere I will be like winning it, somewhere I will be winning it, and you will be keep on making it. Okay, buying week on week the OTM strikes. 1 week you will win, 10 weeks you will lose, and if your losing percentage is going to be like a much bigger, then you will see like in plenty of erosion happening in your capital as well. How many of you have done that, buying an OTM always? So in today's scenario, if you look at it, for me, thinking that the market is going to fall, if I'm going to be buying 37,600, which is like a far OTM, right? What will happen? It will completely erode my capital. Good. So at least now you guys are getting a clue that you should not be doing that. So that is very, very, very important element as a trader. So don't lose it buying an OTM and then thinking that it is going to be giving you the reward. It is not going to do that. Today, if you're going to be thinking that there is going to be a fall, do you think you will be able to win? I don't think so. Never ever do that mistake. Okay, same way, if you're thinking about buying a call, okay, I'll just add this. Imagine if you're trying to buy a call today, thinking that the market is going to be bouncing. Currently, it is trading at 38,250. The future is trading at 38,250. The spot is trading at 38,150. Imagine you're buying like in 38,500 at 200 rupees. Is it going to be giving you a reward? I don't think so. So never go and take a trade in those kind of scenarios. That's not at all advisable. Clear? This is what OTM strikes are. Anyway, we will be going in detail on at the money, in the money, and other things. So as of now, I'm just giving you an initial glimpse of how you needed to be looking at. Now comes the most important factor for me. What is that? The greed and fear. 90% of you lose your trade on these aspects only, right? What is that? What is that all about? Like in the greed and fear, how I needed to be playing in this. Greed and fear are the two most important parameter which is going to be impacting the PNL of any trader. So how does it going to be impacting the PNL of any trader? Like, in what is that which I needed to look at? Why it is going to be impacting it? The reason is, imagine you're getting into a particular trade without even realizing what is going to be a risk and what is going to be a reward. Imagine, even as an option buyer, we are like in the ones who will be like in not having a bigger edge. Why? Because it is always the sellers who are going to be creating the positions in the options market, and we as a buyer, we are at the mercy of them. Because if they create the positions at a higher level, and if we are ready to buy it and we needed to get a higher premium, if the market is moving in our favor, we might get it. Otherwise, we will have a chance to lose pretty big. So always we are going to be at the mercy of them. So it is always very important for us to have a proper risk reward setup based on the capital and based on our financial readiness as well. When I say financial readiness, we needed to accept it. Okay, I am bringing this much of capital to the market, and this is what I wanted to accomplish. And I don't want to take any further trade. Once I achieve my target, this is what the maximum, and I'm not going to be doing any more trades. If that mindset is going to be there in your mind, automatically you will be prepared. But 90% of the time, what you do, you are not prepared. Some of you would have like in commitments. What is a commitment? Say, for example, if you're thinking trading as in passive income, then yes, it is going to be definitely be rewarding. But many a times you come into the market with a commitment. When I say commitment, you wanted to earn everything from the market to run your family, to pay your bills and everything. That is where you're going to be putting up a pressure. Moreover, some of them taken a personal loan, and then they think, like, and I've taken a personal loan of like in 10, 15 lakhs. Using that personal loan, I will also pay my EMIs, and at the same time, I'll also be able to run my family. But in the process, what are they going to be doing? They will be losing big time. Once they lose it, they feel, oh no, man, what have I done? Okay, that is something which is going to be playing in the minds of many traders. Why? You're putting a pressure on yourself on day one when you're starting itself. Never ever commit that mistake. Never get into the market with the borrowed capital. That is the first and foremost rule of mine. Never get into the market with the borrowed capital. If you're going to be trading with the borrowed capital, on day one itself, you're going to put like and putting your mind into pressure. What is that which you're going to be putting in your mind? You're going to be saying, somehow I needed to succeed. I have no other choice other than to succeed. With that mind, you cannot be like in playing every day. And moreover, once you lose on a single day, you will automatically start to feel the pressure. That is where 90% of the people start to do the revenge trading. Never bring in any money which you feel is going to be like an very important. That's the reason I always insist people, bring money into the market which you can afford to lose. Again, I repeat, bring money into the market which you can afford to lose. If you feel that no, I don't have funds to lose in this market, then do not even think about coming into the market. Guys, I'm telling you honestly, this is my honest feedback. If you feel that no, I cannot like and lose this money in the market, never ever bring that money into the market. Always remember, as a trading, you're not going to be gaining like an every trade is going to be like in giving you a reward. It is like in setting up a hotel. Okay, you will be cooking food in the hotel as in like in a hotel guy. You will be cooking the food and keeping it ready and other things, but you do not know until the guest arrives, right? You will not know whether how many guests are going to be coming into the like in a restaurant today to have your food. There will be days wherein like only 100 people will come. There will be days wherein you will be seeing like 1,000 people coming in. It is the same way. There will be days you will make only 100 rupees. There will be a day wherein you will make 1,000 rupees. Not every day is going to be the same one, but you will be needed to accept your mind, whether it is like a profit or loss, whatever it is today, I'm ready to accept it. I always come into the market with this kind of a mindset. Whenever I deploy a money into the trade, I consider that money I'm ready to lose it. Only when you have that, you will be having the fear out of your window. Why the fear needed to be going out? because you needed to get the fear out of your mind for you to take a trade, focusing on the trade without any worries at all. Guys, any trade, if you're getting into it without even if the trade is going to be like playing around in your mind, thinking that no, I should not be losing, I should not be losing, then automatically you will be taking decisions which is going to impact the trade. Never do that. Always get into the trade thinking that, okay, even if I lose this trade, it's not going to be impacting my psychology. Once you put that, you will automatically start to feel positive. Why I say that you will be starting to feel positive? The reason is you are already prepared yourself. You are not going to be thinking, okay, I'm ready to lose it. That's the thinking which you are ready to face it in life. Fear has to be absolutely out of your mind. Put that fear away. If you are thinking that I cannot be losing even a single trade, that's not going to happen. Only thing which is in your control is you can take a trade only when the opportunity is presenting it to you. Never take a trade when the opportunity is not there. That is something which is in your control. So always remember that and then take a trade. That's the most important element which I want all of you to follow. Guys, if you're following this, I'm telling you, you all will be going a long way. That's the most important element which I want all of you to be thinking about. Clear? So as I always trade, each trade has its own dynamics, and not necessary every trade will be like in your favor. But if the trade is in your favor, make use of it. That's the most important thing. When the trade is in your favor, make use of it. And when you're taking certain trades, it has been continuously failing. Why many of you are attending this session now? You are attending this session because in the past, whatever the like in a system which you have tried, it may not have worked, or some of you would have been wanting to look at how Shiva trades and like and what is the Shiva setup. Let me understand Shiva setup, and then I will like work on my trade style as well. Some of you have done that. Some of you are thinking that no, I will like I'm losing my trade and I wanted to understand a new setup which is going to be giving me the confidence. Correct? Many of you are doing that. Now, with that in mind, I'll tell you what is happening here. Many traders who have been like in moving from one to another system to another, and they have been like in keep on moving. Say for example, you would have attended like in multiple sessions, not only of mine, you would have attended like in training of several other traders. Correct? How many of you have attended multiple training sessions? Either you wanted to learn something new, or you would have felt that system is not working for me, I will try something else. Right? These are the two things. Some of you, yes, there are like in some sellers who wanted to understand how option scalping works and they are attending the session. There are some people who think that no, I'm like in losing in all the setups. I wanted to try now something new. Why? Every setup is going to be giving you the reward. The only thing, as I told you, you needed to know when to use that setup and when you needed to stay light. That's the most important element. Guys, if you're going to be keep looking for holy grail, that's not anywhere. Okay, there is no holy grail in the system wherein it can continuously keep giving you the reward. I haven't seen any system which has been continuously giving it, but every system gives me the result. But the most important thing is stick to that system with discipline. That is the holy grail for me. Okay, holy grail is nothing. You stick with one system, what that suits you, and then follow it religiously. Never ever keep shifting from one after a few days, even with scalping or like an even with whatever the strategies which I'm going to be sharing. Like and after 2 months, you will have like in a success. One day you will have like in a bad day. Then immediately what your mind will say, this system is not working, let me move on to another one. Then you will keep on moving from one to another, and you'll be paying the fees to another trainer, but you are not going to be like in finding that holy grail which you're going to be getting it. So for me, the holy grail is your mind. You needed to accept that all the system is going to be giving me a reward, and I needed to fine tune myself to adapt to that situation rather than keep looking for keep moving from one to another. If you are thinking on those lines, definitely, yes, you will see a large mindset change, which is going to be happening to you. So who's the successful trader? A successful trader will always trade with a target and trade for a target with his emotions on equal balance. When I say emotions on equal balance, on a day like this, if the trade swings on both the positive and negatives, both the sides, you will be like and constantly like and glued to the system, and you will be worried whether I will be able to get into a profit or in a loss. Don't do that. Whether it is a profit or loss, you know this is the target which you wanted to accomplish for the day. Once you do that, get out of the market. Once you get this mindset, I'm telling you, you all are going to be like in a very successful traders in the long run. So now moving on to the effort and discipline. Every effort we put in, like in either be it in work or whatever we do, we will be getting the results. But the results can be positive or negative, but we needed to accept it. Whether it is positive or negative, we needed to accept it and then keep putting our best efforts. Doesn't mean today we got a negative result, doesn't mean like and we will quit. I don't want to hear the word from from especially from the traders that I wanted to quit because I cannot be like in surviving in this market. Guys, I can understand there will be days wherein we will be completely blowing our accounts. I have done it several times. I have blown my accounts multiple times. That doesn't mean I will quit. I will keep on trying. Why I say keep on trying? The reason is you already lost it. There is nothing more to lose. What is that which you are going to be losing? Nothing. You are gaining experience from the loss, and you needed to focus on how you can make yourself better for the next trade. So whatever the mistakes which we would have committed on the previous one, we needed to take it as a key learning and then work for the next trade. That's the mindset which I want you to look at. Never give up based on your past performance. Whatever the things which you would have done in the past, it is all an experience which is going to make you better for the future. That's the way I would take it on each and every experience that you're gaining it from the market. And you are one step closer to the success. What I have seen over a period of time, the people who have been there in the market over a period of time, they are the ones who have been like a lot more successful compared to anyone. So with that said, if you wanted to be successful, be there in the market as like in a, even like in a, what to say, investor, they say, right? Don't time the market, be there in the market. That's the exact thing. Even I would say, even as a trader, don't try to be like in wanting to make quick money and then getting out. Then you are just doing and getting into the casino kind of a mindset. Try to say yourself, I'm going to be considering this myself as a like in a full-time profession, for me trading as a profession, and I'm going to be here with this market for a long duration of time. Once you keep putting that in your mind, automatically your mind will say, yes, you can read different patterns, you will understand different patterns, and you will start to decode the markets better. Guys, I'm telling you honestly, more the time you're going to be there in the market, more better you will shape up. It is like you are like in a diamond. Okay, when I say a diamond, you are just like in a diamond which has been found in the desert. Okay, you are going to be having like in a diamond in the desert. But when it is going into like what to say, the diamond merchant, what he does, he polishes, and then it becomes like in a 10 carat, 12 carat, or 20 carat, or like in a whatever the carat it is, and it gets like in as much costly as possible. The diamond's worth will be becoming costly and costly. That's exactly the same thing will happen to all of you. Yes, once we lose money, we will not have the capital to trade. Guys, as I told you, even like I blown my account several times, and then I needed to go back to work. I will earn the money, and I will earn some like in PBVP, the performance bonus and other things which is coming in from the company. Again, I will come and try it. Again, go back, come and try it. I will be taking several breaks. I would have taken like a 3-month, 4-month break every now and then because I was not consistent. I would make like money for like in 50, 60 days continuously and then lose it everything on one day. That is the exact thing which will be happening for many times, but it's absolutely fine. The knowledge what we are gaining in the market, I'm telling you, if I would not have got this knowledge, okay, 10 years back, today what I would be doing, I needed to be looking for some other job or something else to keep myself engaged. But What does the trading gives me? It gives me absolute freedom. What is the biggest freedom which I get from trading? I can choose to trade whenever I want. I can choose to take a break. I can be my own boss. No one is there to control me. Shiva, you should be doing this today. And I know this is what I wanted to do it in the long run. And it's not required that I needed to be sitting at home and doing trading. I can choose to trade from any part of the country, any part of the world, and I can be my own boss. Many of you doesn't wanted to report to anyone, right? Many of you does just wanted to like and be your own boss. When you can accomplish it, you can use your opportunity when you are part of the job to learn another profession which can help you to become in the long run that yes, I can become like an independent trader. I don't need to report to anyone. In case if I wanted to take a break today, I can do it. In case if I wanted to do some small trade today, I will do it, make money, enjoy my day, and then spend my rest of my time with my family. That freedom is available with trading. That's the reason I insist people learn this art and use it when you have sufficient capital that you feel this is not going to impact my life. Yes, I always say, if you wanted to become a full-time trader, first and foremost, you needed to ensure that you have sufficient capital or like sufficient money to run your family for the next 5 years. Okay, it is based on, when I say sufficient capital or sufficient money, it is up to each and every individual. I cannot be saying what is your lifestyle and how much money that is required for you to run your. You needed to look at the inflation, you needed to look at your lifestyle and then decide yourself. For me, when we decided, I always had a plan called Plan X. What is the Plan X? Me and my wife were discussing that, like, and we wanted to retire at the age of 40. This is the amount of money which we would require. We wanted an independent house. We wanted this much of money in our bank account. This is like an additional surplus fund. We wanted this much of gold, this much of in reality and everything, so that we will be able to safeguard our future, even if we don't work for the next 20, 30 years. That's how we decided it. But over a period of time, that amount keep increasing because of the inflation and other things. So that's the reason I insist you needed to ensure that you know what is your monthly expenses and how much you can expect it. The yearly in the inflation which is going around is 4-5% right per month. So you needed to target the inflation, and 5 years down the line how much is the money which you would require, 10 years down the line how much money, and in case if you are having excess capital, where you needed to deploy that so that the money works for you. Even if you don't require it today, you might require it for tomorrow, not only for you, not even for your kids. You may wanted to spend for your kids education, for your kids marriage and everything. So with all that being in the mind, you needed to plan yourself right today. But again, I repeat, trading is one profession. If you're thinking about taking a full-time trading, I want you to first consider whether you have sufficient money to run your family for the next 3 to 5 years, even if you don't earn any single income from the market. Why I say that? Imagine you're getting into the market, you getting it with 10 lakhs. And in the first year, from 10 lakh, it goes to 12 lakh. And again, by end of the year, but the 12 lakh comes back to 7 or 8 lakhs. What has happened? You have not only lost what are the money you gained, you have given back some more money. Okay, some more money. Then what happens here? You will, in the process of fighting that and recovering that funds in the upcoming days and months, and then you will be continuing to focus on recovering the loss. So you're not going to be gaining anything from the market. Instead, you will be fighting back to recover. So next 2 years, you won't get anything at all from the market. But if your family doesn't have funds, if you doesn't have funds to run your family, then it will automatically start to stress yourself. What if one doesn't have surplus funds? Guys, if you doesn't have a surplus fund, imagine then you should not even be looking at trading as an option for you to become a full-time trader. You can look at a passive income, say for example 1 lakh. Even if I can generate 5% returns in a month, I should be happy, rather than putting it in an FD to for the whole year for me to get a 5%. If I can get 5% here in the market, I should be happy. That's the way you needed to think. But if you're thinking with 1 lakh, I needed to earn 1 lakh, and this is the last 1 lakh which I have it, that's always going to be putting up a pressure. Okay, so don't do that. That is where many people tend to lose out. That is something which I want you guys to avoid it completely. Okay, so Someone, if you are wanting to start like a trading as a career, first do the groundwork. Any business, we will always be doing a groundwork. Similar to that, we will also be doing it for the trading as well. And most importantly, we needed to understand whether it is giving me a reward or like whether it is going to be like an excess capital which I'm going to be deploying, or like whatever the risk which I'm taking out of my savings. You needed to think about that. And the most important thing, you needed to understand what is your personality, what is your attribute, what kind of style which will suit for you in this market, and how you wanted to take a trade. So once you understand all these things, you needed to deploy these three things in the mind when you wanted to get into the trade. As a trader, you needed to develop the patience. You needed to know which trend you needed to follow and how you needed to select like another strike price and other things, which we will be seeing it. And most importantly, the entry and exit. You needed to ready to accept your profit. You needed to ready to accept your loss if you wanted to survive in this market. Never think that all your trades will be like an always in profit. It's not going to be the case. You needed to ready to accept, if the trade is going against me, I'm ready to accept that. And if the trade is in my favor, I'm ready to like and trail it and then get my profits as well. Guys, that's very, very vital in this environment. Okay. So will they be even give like a positive returns and negative return? It all depends upon the efforts we put in. Now, moving on, the execution part. This is the most crucial element, right? 90% of the time, though we all think that like, and we know everything, the biggest problem comes in the execution. None of you, if you are not able to execute what you wanted to do it in the market when it is moving in your favor, then we will lose out everything. So that is where I say like an execution plays a major role if you wanted to become a successful trader. So presence of mind is another key strength which someone should develop if you wanted to become a successful trader. When I say successful trader, what is a presence of mind? You need to know how the market has behaved today, how the market has behaved yesterday. Say, for example, if there are like in some open and high, which is pending yesterday, the global markets have fallen and our markets is moving higher. And look at the VIX is rising today. All these things will be playing in your mind. You needed to think as a player who wanted to be successful, who wanted to know what is happening around. Don't just blindly take a trade only on one or two elements. You needed to look at various aspects which is involved and focus on getting it right. There are different types of traders who trades with less quantity for more points. There are traders who trade with more quantity for less points. People like me, I will be trading for like a more quantity for less points. Why? I'm a scalper. I just wanted to get into the trade, make a quick money, and then get out of it. I don't want to stick around with the like holding my positions for a long period of time, because that is something which I always hated. So what I normally do, I will keep on playing with like a quick entries, quick exits, and then keep making money. You should understand that what suits you and then do it. Again, it depends upon the personal attributes. When I say personal attributes, some of you would be like good at holding your positions for longer duration because you would have like a calm and composed nature. Some of you people like me who doesn't have like a big patience, we will be quickly in and out. All this has to go in hand. You needed to think about all these things when you're taking a trade. This is what I wanted to do it, and I will do that very religiously. And the last point being, when the trade is happening, you need to ready to execute it. Never ever try to wait for it. When the trade is happening in your favor, go for it without any queries. That's what is going to be helping you to be successful. Never hold yourself back thinking that no, I will move like, and I'm ready to take a trade, but I'm not sure whether I will. Then that means you're lacking the confidence. You should never do that. Instead, you should be looking for all the right opportunities for you to take a trade and then move on. That's the best thing that you can do. So can a part-timers do trading? Yes, you can. So what are the things which I would want you to do it as a part-timers? Any individual who is working and trading between office hours, if you are looking to like make a 1 to 2K profit, you should at least have like a capital of 1 lakh. So look at how you can do it. When I say 1 lakh, you're not going to be deploying 25 to 30K in a single trade. That means 25 to 30% in a single trade. And looking at that, we can also get 1% return provided we enter at the right time and right exits. If we do that, imagine in 15 trading days, like, and look at 20 days, out of which you lost 5 days. Okay, even in 15 trading days, you should be able to make like at least consistent return of more than 10 to 15%. If you are able to make that within 5 months, you won't believe you will be able to double your capital. Guys, all I'm asking is if you're just doing 1% a day, okay, just follow it for like in 5 months, you will automatically see your capital getting doubled. When I say 1% also, many a times you will make much more than that. That means even if you're making 5%, the next 5 days, if you're not getting any trade opportunities, then you should be like in completely staying away. That is the only way you will be able to make money. But what is the problem here? You don't want to be satisfied with that 5 or 10%. You will be keep on trading for the whole day. Never do that mistake. Okay, never do that mistake. So keep playing with this. We will be showing you how you can calculate your 1% and other things using our risk calculator. Don't worry. I will be explaining you what if we are losing and how you needed to think about like and when you're losing and when you're winning and everything. We will be looking at that as well. So why 99% of them are losing in the market? They lose in the market because they don't want to accumulate small like in a winning position. Instead, they all wanted to make one big trade. You always wanted to come into the market thinking that I wanted to catch the entire like an exact bottom and exact top. You wanted to exit at the exact top. That's not going to happen, guys. We are here to win the battle, not the war. If you are going to be preparing your mind for that, I'm telling you, you are going to be gaining significant exposure, and the market will be rewarding you in the long run. But the people who think that, no, I wanted to gain everything today itself, those are the ones who will gain for a few days and they will lose on everything. So that's the reason 99% of them are losing the money in the market. This I will come back to later because I will tell you how to use your capital when we go in detail on how we have looked at the charts and other things. Now it is not. So moving on here, having said all this, being a scalper or a trader, it's not very difficult unless and until the individual has the zeal and the passion. Guys, I can only show you, okay, this is the area wherein I go drink the water every day, and this is a lake which is available, and the lake is not going to like dry out any sooner. I come here every day, drink some water, and then fetch some water for my home. So I have shown you the path. But what some of you do, they think that no, I'm not going to like and believe in Shiva. Either they go to some other lake to find like an I'm going to be getting a tasty water somewhere else, or you think that no, water is going to dry up in summer. I will not believe Shiva. I will try to drink everything today itself. In the process, sometimes you will get drowned getting deeper into the lake also. So never do that. I'm just showing you the path. It's up to you to decide what is which is going to be helping you to take a trading decision. Now, nothing comes easy in life. Even PV Sindhu only could breathe badminton for all those years. She was be able to become like a number one player. So even I would expect the same from all of you. So if you are deploying like an 1 lakh capital, don't expect like a significant return of more than I wouldn't be like expecting a reward like something similar to if I'm like playing with 1 lakh. I wouldn't be expecting more than 1%. That means if I'm getting it like 20% a month, that should be more than sufficient for me. But many people, they don't believe in that, right? They just wanted it to like get everything 100 to 100%. Many traders who come into the market, they ask me like, and if I ask them like, and what is your expectation? Sir, can I get 40% return, 50% return, 100% return in a month? Those are the minds which the market will be expecting them to come. Don't keep a large target. You keep a small target and keep achieving it consistently over a period of time. You will be seeing like a significant like a growth has been accumulated on your trading terminal. That is something which I want you guys to focus upon. So never think about any large capital and then thinking that no, this is what you wanted to accomplish and other things. That's not going to happen in this market. That's much for sure. Okay. So with that being said, we have come to the conclusion of this particular presentation. The presentation has already been uploaded, and what I will be doing is I will also be focusing on some of the other elements which can help you out. So now I hope all of you have gone through this, like, and I hope you were like understood what are the things which we are going to be setting up for the upcoming session. These are the things which is going to be very, very vital for me in the upcoming sessions. So I'm just putting like in setting you up for the upcoming session so that you all will be like in knowing what we are going to be accomplishing in the upcoming sessions. So hope you guys are like able to understand what we have done so far. Are you guys on the same page now? Great. Yes, this session is important. Why this session is important? I wanted to set the benchmark and expectations for all of you clear, because some of you would have been thinking into the market, thinking that no, once I attend Shiva session, I will be able to make like tons and tons of money. Yes, you will be able to make it, but how slowly you wanted to do that. It's not going to be like I wanted to like be there in the market one day and then like achieve everything today itself. That's not the ideal way to do it. That's the reason I keep insisting the people take it very, very slow. Okay, so don't force yourself that everything is going to be happening today itself. That's not going to be the right way and the right approach to do it. Guys, we will be discussing on slide 16. Once I go through the charts and other things, I will be explaining this to you. Don't worry. This like, and it is almost about how you needed to deploy your 1 lakh capital. I'll show you in risk calculator as we move along in the session. Not today, as we move along in the session. That's very vital. Guys, if you are like after the session, what I want you to do is I want you all of you to try it with a small lot. Okay, one lot. Imagine if you are a one lot player, I want you to try it with a small lot. I don't want you to like what to say deploy large capital in this market, okay, and then like completely burn yourself. Let's start with one lot at a time. Let's see whether how we are progressing for the next 3 months and so on. Then yes, we will be able to take it forward from there. Okay, so let's not be in a hurry. Once I complete the important aspects, I will let you know when you needed to start with one lot and how you needed to start it with that one lot and how you needed to take a trade. We will be discussing all those things in the upcoming session. I know day one, you guys all will be eager, like, and when am I going to get started? When am I going to take a trading? But most important thing for me, after the session, I don't want you guys to like do an what to say uh, I don't want you all to do with the paper trading. Paper trading is something which I don't normally believe in. Why? First and foremost, even paper trading, 90% of you will be successful because you are just like making a marking, thinking that this is the entry, this is the area wherein you will exit. But I want you to trade with an human emotions in place. When I say human emotions, when you are placing your actual money, your emotions, you will see the butterflies going in your stomach. If you're like losing a trade, your emotions will completely take a U-turn. I want all of you to experience that. Okay, that is what is going to set you up for an like in a winning or a losing trade. How you handle when you see a profit, how you handle when you see a loss. That's the most important element as a trader. Okay, so never try to do any paper trading. Once we're done with this, I want you guys to start with one lot. I don't want you to start with like in 10 lots and 20 lots. No, first let's start with one lot and then show me that yes, you are able to be consistent over a period of time. Then we will increase the capital. Then slowly we will increase the capital. Don't increase the capital after 1 or 2 days thinking that no, I have become successful and I wanted to be like and continuously moving on. Guys, check your internet on your end. Our side, everything is seems to be like and working absolutely fine. There is nothing, no issues at all. Okay, someone asked me for this slide. So as I told you, the interpretation of the data, whatever that I have said, what is the interpretation of data? Like, and you will be getting so many data which is going to be coming in from the market, right? You will be getting the news regarding elections. You will be getting a news regarding inflation. You will be getting a news regarding the IIP numbers. You'll be getting the company results. You should be ready to prepare how the results are, how this like a market is going to be taking it, and how they are going to be like manipulating the data, whether it is going to be moving up or low, how the data is looking like for me to take a trade on the long side or on the short side. All those aspects is going to be very, very important for us to consider. So those are the things which we will be doing it as we move along, how you needed to be tracking the data, which are the sites which you will be looking at it. So all those things will be shown in the upcoming session. In today's session, I just wanted to give you all a glimpse how you feel and how you needed to be prepared for these sessions, and what are the things which we are going to be covering in this like an upcoming sessions, and how it is going to be helping you. First and foremost, if I don't get the mindset right for all of you, it's going to be very difficult for me to get going with other aspects. Imagine today, if if even though if I teach the market on all the things that's been happening in the market, unless and until you experience and you tell me, Shiva, like, and I'm really confident now, I know what I'm doing and other things, and you will not be able to do it. Moreover, I wanted this to be a self-realization. Okay, what is the self-realization? When I you needed to understand where you stand at this juncture. What are the things which you are doing it as a trader which is making you lose? Okay, after today's session, go back and analyze yourself. Whatever the Shiva said, like, am I following this or am I doing something different? Why am I doing all these things? Why am I losing my money? Is like, and what are the things which Shiva said? Is it making sense? Is like this is what like I've been losing. Why I'm losing it? Look at all those parameters. You do a self-analysis. Okay, self-analysis of yourself to see where you stand in the market. Okay, that's the most important goal as a trader. If you are able to like analyze yourself, know where you stand, you have done 50% of your job. When you come for the next session, okay, the next session is going to be on Wednesday. Okay, tomorrow we are not going to have a session because I want you guys to like process the mind. Then on Wednesday, when we are coming in, I'm going to be starting with the whatever the topics which we are going to be doing, and that is very important. Guys, don't worry. Many people will be feeling that like I'm overwhelming with you all with data. Data is going to be there. Even initially, even I felt the same. Whenever I was looking at the market, I also felt the same thing. Like, am I looking at too much of information? But once you get used to it, you will feel a lot more comfortable. Yes, anything when you're when you're looking at even in learning the multiples and other things in the second standard, it will look like a little difficult. But the same multiples when you're looking at now, is it a lot more easier, right? You will be able to tell it very fast. The same thing will happen to the market also. Day one, yes, you will all find it very, very difficult, but slowly you will get there. Guys, I want you guys to come with a clear mind on Wednesday. I don't want you to go and look at anything and then coming prepared. No, I want you to come on clear mind on Wednesday, whichever the topic which I'm going to be taking on Wednesday. Mostly it'll be on starting with the a Dow theory and how you needed to start with understanding the open interest and other things on Wednesday. But that will set you up. Okay, that is very important. If you needed to do it in a right spirit and a right manner, to understand why we are doing it and what is the necessary for it to do it. Okay, so that's very important. How to control your emotions? How will you control your emotions? Tell me honestly. Many of you are asking me the question, right? How will you control your emotions? Why the control emotions are going out of control? It's not about like in other things. It's all about the money which you are putting in it in the market. Why? Once you bring in the money, you don't want to lose it. Guys, if you're not going to have a thinking that I'm ready to lose, it's always very, very difficult for you to succeed in this market. The market is going to be keep giving you opportunities. I'm telling you honestly. The market is going to be keep giving you opportunities, but if we are not going to be taking the right decisions, that's when you start to lose it, and you will think about losing it big. It's not that the market want you to lose. It is your mind who doesn't want it to lose. Okay. Never ever think that like, and I'm going to be winning all the time. Please put that in mind. When you're taking a trade, prepare yourself that this trade, even if it goes against me, I'm happy. Only when you are having that mindset, you will be like and successful. I'm telling you again and again and again. Why? The reason is I know many of you would be thinking on those lines, thinking that no, somehow I needed to succeed. You will succeed, but prepare yourself for the worst. Don't always prepare for the best and then like and you are not prepared for the worst. Got it? That's very, very important in this market. How many of you now feeling little bit confident on whatever the things wherever you guys are lacking and other things, how you are going to be like and looking at the market from tomorrow? Great. Guys, all I'm asking is the next 20 days when you're with me, give me your 20 days. Okay, give me your 20 wanted it. And then just follow whatever the things which we are saying it with discipline. I know it is going to be very tough. Bringing that discipline is going to be the most important attribute which I'm going to be expecting it from all of you. But I'm telling you, you guys will be amazed with the kind of performance which you are going to be doing it in the long run. Okay, so that's very, very important in the long run. Will they be filling the gap today? Not sure, because like in the way the like a Nifty is moving higher, it is going to be very difficult unless and until HDFC does something or the Dow futures does something. But at this juncture, the way the market is moving and other things, you can have a short covering rally also in the second half, which is very much possible. The way the Nifty is like an poised like an almost at 18,000 on the future, and with the way like an TCS and Infi and like an other guys are like an performing, there is a possibility. Only one guy who's not supporting is like in the HDFC and the Reliance. Even if these guys are doing some kind of a short covering in the second half, we may get to see some kind of a large move happening in the second half. But looking at the data at this juncture, I'll just give you a quick glance. The trending OI data on both Bank Nifty and Nifty suggests bullishness. There is absolutely no like in bearishness which is in the setup. Only thing which is like going to be spoiling the mood is going to be on the VIX aspect. But even in the VIX, in the morning it was somewhere around like an 18.3 odd levels. Now it has been falling, so that's a good sign for intraday buyers. That is a good sign. It is not climbing along with the market. It is falling as the market is now climbing. The VIX is falling, which is a good sign. That means the shorts are not coming into the system as expected. One good news. Now, what is happening with the Dow? Dow is trading in the positive territory. Early in the morning, it was trading minus 50 or like a minus 60. Now it is trading in the positive. Slowly, the Dow chapter is going higher and higher. Though the like in the previous day, the Dow fell and other things. At this current juncture, our market is already bullish. With the way the Dow is setting it up, it's going to be like a lot more interesting things which is going to be coming up. Okay, watch out. And now there is a small signal which has come in now. Okay, what I will do is I will be using this level and I will be showcasing a small trade today. I'm just entering on 37,900 considering the signal has just come in. Okay, I will show you how I'm going to be doing that. Whatever it is, whether it is a profit or loss, I think I may needed to close and open it. The system is hanging a bit. Let me just, I bought some quantities, but I'm going to be closing and opening the system. Just give me a minute. Guys, this is not a trade for you to replicate because today is going to be like a tough day. Just give me a minute. Systems are hanging a bit. Just give me a minute. I'll close this trading app. I think the price is falling on that one. I believe we have bought around like in some 200, 300 quantities. Okay. Interesting. It got suspended, but still it is like an. How come it is not even showing me in this? Yes, it is. Guys, this is a signal on our new quick scalp signal. No, it is a normal signal only, not a quick scalp. Guys, sometimes you will get to see this. Okay, you would have bought it immediately, the system would have got stuck and you will be like and losing it and other things. Don't lose your composure. You know that you have entered at a particular level and you know there are certain things which is not in your control and you have to accept it. And whether the price goes lower or whether the price goes higher, you just needed to wait it out coolly, get things done, because when you're entering itself, you're already preparing yourself for any kind of a trade. Did we not get the signal here? Some are saying we didn't get the signal. Let me just check. No, we got the signal. So we bought it around like in 492 to 490 odd levels. Let me see like in whether we have any positions open. So these are the positions which we bought at around 495 to 495. Currently, it is still stuck at around that range. It went to 500 odd range. It is currently showing me a loss of like in 375. I will just like an add one position and then that's it. 450. As I told you, what will I do? Once it is above my buy price, it is already like in giving me the profit, right? Keep it stop loss. Okay. So it's currently hovering around this level of like in 490 to 500. What I wanted is I wanted it to cross that 500 mark. In case if it is not, then I will be looking at this level as my stop loss. This is going to be my final stop loss level, 38,194. Whenever I wanted to average my position, I will be very, very aggressive here because this is the stop loss level and I don't expect them to break that level, right? If they're breaking it, then I have no other choice. And moreover, that is a level I'm going to be exiting much faster. So that's the level in case if you're wanting to deploy more capital, which I would be doing it. As of now, what is my capital deployed? I've deployed less than like 2% now on my overall capital. So sometimes not necessary you should be deploying your entire capital at one go, but wait it out, because today is not an ideal day for me to go aggressive trade because this is not a breakout trade. This is like a small trade here and there wherein it can give me like a 10-20 point kind of a trade. That's the reason I needed to not take aggressive trades. We will be discussing all these things, when we needed to be aggressive, when you should not be aggressive, when it is above your buy price, how you needed to be taking a trade. Now look at it, it went and then now it is almost at the above our buy price. Keep it ready. Okay, stop loss. I wanted it to cross that 500 mark. It is just hovering around that level. As of now, it is not moving either lower or higher. It is just hovering there. It is going towards a 480 mark. On the chart, you can clearly see it is still like an forming it, but the volume is very, very minor. I'm just going to be adding a small quantity here. The reason is there is a small gap which got created. Can you see that gap between this candle and this candle? Now that gap is getting filled. We have around like in 525. Now our average stands at like in a 493. Earlier it was like in 495, 496. Now my plan is very clear. Unless and until this like and breaks this 38,194, I'm not going to be exiting the trade. That will be my stop loss level. Considering I already made around like in 1.2, 1.3 for the day, I will be using that level like in money as my stop loss. Whatever the money which I've made in other accounts, I will be using that as my stop loss. I was telling you about my stop loss strategy, right? What is my stop loss strategy? I normally deploy my previous day profit as my stop loss for the day. Once I make money today, then I use whatever the money which I've made today as my stop loss. So that way we will be able to protect our yesterday's profits. Can they cross that 500 mark? Once they cross the 500 mark, already my BEP, which is showing up here, is 493. Anything above like in 493.20, I'm okay to be profitable on this trade. So anything less than that, then I will not be able to make money on this trade. So I wanted it to cross that 493. Once it crosses the 493, usually I will wait for another 10 rupee move on the upside. Once it moves 10 rupee, then I will start to trail it. Once I trail it, sometimes it can give me 5 rupees, sometimes it can give me 50 rupees also. But the most important aspect is now I know where is my stop loss level and where I should be like and trailing it once it is above my buy price. And I'm just getting into the deep in the money. I'm not taking a trade in the OTM strike, which is where the quantity, like quality matters. There is no harm in taking a trade because here on Monday, even if the market is moving like and falling 200 points, you will lose like 100 points. I'm happy to like and lose that, and I'm ready to accept that. That is the exact mindset with which you needed to be thinking about taking a trade. Now, like guys, you needed to add the signal. Go to indicators, search for OSPL signal. Okay, once you add this OSPL signal, you will get to see the signal on 3-minute time frame. Don't use any other time frame. We will be using only the 3-minute time frame. It is just hovering between like in a profit and loss, right? Can this cross the 500 mark, which I wanted it? And it is just falling from that 500 level. One more second. I placed it once it touched that 500 and it immediately like can book my profit. Now what I will do is I'll just take some small quantities considering it has just like and pulled it my profit, right? So I have bought around another 300 quantities. Now, whatever the money which I have made, I'm using that as my hedge now. Okay, already I have like in 2,000 rupees, right? I can use that hedge to take the next trade, and then I'm using it because it was just like an triggered my stop loss and then moving it higher. I just wanted to see whether it is able to do sustain it and then like can keep going higher. So what a scalper will do, he will try to do multiple trades, but based on his risk appetite and everything. Now, considering that I have taken another trade, now I am losing only like in 782. Now almost whatever the money which I have made in the previous trade, I'm ready to lose that and then risk it. That's exactly my game plan is. But if it would have gone to 510, then yes, it would not have triggered our stop loss. But again, look at this. We booked a profit and again it is coming lower. Again, it is just hovering around that zone. And looking at this, even in the chart, I'm not getting a confident that these guys are able to do it successfully. The Nifty, yes, it is moving higher, but the Bank Nifty is the one which is like in spoiling the party for the day. Nifty has been like an absolutely bullish, but even the Nifty guy is not able to move because of the Bank Nifty. Now, look at this. We have around 300 quantities. It is coming again to the like in a 480 levels. If it falls to this level, what am I going to do? I will exit. This is a long wick with a like an what to say, like in a deep correction which is happening. Are they going to be doing a sell-off, or are they going to be doing a make a move again on the upside? We will get to see that. Guys, the OSPL signal will be available only in our OSPL advanced chart. Go click on this advanced chart. Select Bank Nifty or Nifty, 3-minute time frame. Go to indicators, search OSPL signal, and you will be able to see it. So today there were like 3 or 4 signals. First one on the call, second one on the call, third one on the put side, fourth one on the call side. Now it is like hovering and then like trying to fall as well. But this is the level wherein I needed to exit. Out is my exit, in is my entry level. But I'm not going to add any more position at this juncture. Let me see, because the market is trying to like an inch up and like I'm not able to do it successfully. If it is falling, I needed to accept it. If it is moving higher, I needed to once again trail it. Guys, the OSPL is nothing but our company name actually. The way they have been trading the whole day, looking at this, they have been just playing around the VWAP here and there. They are not able to successfully like make a move either on the upside or on the downside. So it is going to be like an interesting day. If there is going to be like a heavy profit booking, watch for the low which has been done here. If they're breaking this low today, that might be looking ugly. But if they're able to defend it and then move it higher, then we might get to see some kind of a huge short covering move also happening in the second half. But at this juncture, I think the Nifty and the Bank Nifty both are like trying to have an adjustment done. They are not like making any kind of a move either to upside or on the downside. On a day like this, sometimes we may expect to see the algo bars created. So get ready for that as well, either on the upside or on the downside, get ready for that. But looking at the data, look at this data. The whole day, the Bank Nifty has been like in bullish. So on the call side, the OI is like an absolutely coming down. You will be getting in detail on the upcoming sessions, how you needed to decode this data, why we are looking at all these data. We have like in so many things which is happening, right? Why OI like plays a major role. All these things is going to be very vital in the upcoming sessions, which we will be going in detail. Don't worry about it, which we will be seeing it in the upcoming sessions. I know like in today, it will be looking like in a Latin and Greek for many, but I can assure you after 10, 15 days, you will all understand the importance of all these things. Now it is almost coming near to my stop loss level. I'm ready to lose almost like in a 10 to 15K on this trade in case if it is coming and hitting this level. So if it is coming near to 38,194, I have no other choice other than to exit it. So why this 38,194? Our system has done some calculation based on the buy price and some of the things which has happened. And at that level, we are expecting some kind of a support to be coming in. That is where the AI has been built in. So AI is suggesting, Shiva, that is the level wherein I can expect some kind of a support to be coming in and the market can reward from that level. So let's see whether they are able to like and trigger that. If they are triggering it, then it looks more of like in a writer's play. When the writers are doing it, they will go and trigger the stop losses on both the sides. They are not going to be giving you a large reward, and better to accept it and then exit the trade. These are the days wherein I was telling you, right? How will I know that the market is not giving me the opportunity to take a trade? Because this is the same setup which I will be using every day. But today, if it is like in hitting my stop loss, then I needed to accept it. Okay, rather than fighting with it, I needed to accept it and wait for the next trading opportunity. Just like an what to say, reset and then like an log in again, go over, then you will be able to see it exactly. So currently we are sitting on a loss of close to 6,300. So in the upcoming sessions, you will understand why we needed to look at all these signals, when we needed to take a trade, when we needed to take a support trade, what are the things which we will be looking at, how we needed to take a trade based on the signals available, and how we needed to decode the data which is available. All those things will be done in the upcoming sessions. Another 30 more seconds for this candle to close. But look at the long wick once again. It is like I'm trying to get like a hammer getting formed. Let's see whether it is able to close it in the green or whether it is going to be like I'm closing it in the red. So looking at the current scenario, the Bank Nifty, who's been the one which has been like in making the market fall, it is all the HDFC Bank. All other guys are like in 1.4 to 1.8% up, except like in the HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank is the one which is dragging the index a lot. Now you can see that from almost a loss of like in a 3-4K, we are coming to the profit category. But the problem here is many a time, what people will be doing by this time, you would have like booked your loss and then you would be like literally repenting. What did I do? Correct. Now it is almost at the level wherein like we should be like ready to trail it, right? I don't want to lose this trade. Now I've kept it at the level, sorry, 300, right? Keep trailing. Now 510. I'm just going to be keep trailing it. Now it is in the verge of a breakout. Keep it going as much as possible. Now we have captured almost 20-25 points. This is what a scalper will typically do. So hope you guys saw how we did the trade and what did the market did? Did it hit the stop loss? No, it went higher and it gave the reward as well. Now it is falling below. We exited at 522 and now it is back at 514. So from a loss of 6K, now we have got into a profit of 8K. So all with a clean and a calm composure. Never lose your focus when you are taking a trade, whether it be a profit, whether it be a loss. Most important aspect, whatever the things which we learned today, we are just following that. What are the things? We entered into in the money strike. We entered based on the signal available. Most important thing, I didn't deploy my entire capital. I deployed only part of my capital. Once it is above my profit, I booked the profit. And again, I keep trailing it. Again, I followed the stop loss level till which level I wanted to exit. And until and unless that level is getting hit, I wanted to hold my trade. Once it is again above my buy price, I trailed it, made money. Now it is back at 506. People who would have been like playing now without even realizing, those are the guys who will be still thinking, oh no, I should have booked my profit, right? Now you know the reasons why I said it is very important for us to keep booking the profits in this market. So how many of you understood this now? Though it is not like the people who are joining me for the first time, yes, you would have been like seeing like something like unique. You do not know what town, how you like how Shiva taken a trade and other things. Why? But this is just like a sample what you're going to be learning on how you needed to take trades for upcoming sessions. What are the things which we look at, why we needed to take a trade, when not to take a trade. Now, if you look at it, the Dow has been falling from 55 to 40 odd zones. So trying to stay light makes sense, even though it is coming to the same level. Don't try to force yourself for the next trade. Yes, these are the important elements as a trader which you needed to be ready to do it. Clear? Guys, we needed to keep like in modifying the stop losses. The stop loss will not get automatically modified. We will be keep modifying it. I'll be conducting a session on like in the nest and other things. There we will be doing it. Guys, this is the Dow real rate. Okay, so like in this will be available on your like in I will tell you like in how you needed to add it. So don't worry about it. All you needed to do is go into trading view in case if you are having a trading view paid version. Go to like in the public library, search for option scalping V2, and you can add it. And you can use Nifty underscore option scalping for the Nifty. This is for Bank Nifty and Nifty underscore option scalping V2 for the Nifty. This is going to be available on the paid version. You will get the live rate, but in the free version, they are not allowing it. Free version, they are not allowing it. So you have to accept it. No other go. So now the first candle is like formed with more than 50K. It is like a 50.62. So second candle, if you are able to get it, another like what to say, 1 more minute to go. If we are able to get it, then probably yes, we may get the 2 candle theory getting played out. Let's see whether that is going to be happening. If there is a 2 candle theory, again, I will may be able to get an opportunity for me to take a trade. So next 2-3 minutes is going to be very vital for that to get the clue. But this particular candle is not giving me the conviction because the volume is way too low. I would have expected it to be like a really good volume, but the Nifty is like a strong from morning. So in case if you are thinking about taking a trade, Nifty would be the best bet today compared to the Bank Nifty. But can these guys pull up some volume? You can see this. The OA is dropping, which is a clear sign of a short covering. When the market is moving up, the OI is falling. It is called as the short covering. We will be going in detail on that as well in the upcoming session. Guys, trading view doesn't allow everything to be given free. Why we are not having that indicator here? Because the trading view is not allowing us to do that, because we are offering this to free for our users, right? So they are not allowing it to like given to the users. It's absolutely fine. Sometimes like, and we have to be like, and listening to these guys. Otherwise, like, and you guys are not going to be buying any subscription from them, right? They don't want you to like, and only use the free version. So some of you, how many of you are feeling heavy on day one? Like, and we have taken heavy subject. It's not an heavy subject. It's day one. I wanted to get your mind right. Okay, that is where you will be able to understand the concepts, what we are going to be teaching for the upcoming session. And that is very important. For me, like in you guys seen the like in a theory, now you have seen the practical also, how the market is going to be giving you a reward once you follow the system and everything in process. But most importantly, you needed to accept both profit and loss at the same level. Okay. Did we lose our emotions when the profit went to loss? No. Are we like in happy or like in sometimes, say for example, you would have like in booked your profit at 520, correct? And then the market would have gone to 560, 570. In our scenario, it went lower and now it is moving higher. But what if it would have gone higher? Your emotions will be like an, oh shit, man, I lost my big opportunity that I should have made money. But if it would have gone lower, you would have been like in thanking, Happa, I booked a profit. Otherwise, I could have been in a big loss. But don't consider that. You have booked a profit and you are out of the trade. That means you should not worry about what has happened. You should be looking for the next opportunity. If it is the right one, go into a trade. But don't force yourself just because like okay, there is an opportunity I needed to. I played for this signal. Okay, I didn't watch the data for the whole day. I was concentrating on the training. If I would have watched the data, then I would have been prepared a lot more. But I just went with the signal and I wanted to follow with the stop loss level. Follow whatever the things which you follow with the discipline. I'm telling you, you will definitely see like a result happening over a period of time. But accept it, whether it is a profit or a loss, accept it and then follow it with discipline. How many of you entered along with me? You guys tell me honestly. Few people have entered, few have not. Anyway, so guys, how many of you exited in panic in a loss? Now you know the difference. Some of you who booked the loss, now you know the difference, right? Why Shiva said not to like and just mimic. Now you would have gone your emotion. That means you are not able to control the emotion still the level wherein I was expecting the stop loss level to be there. That means you are not prepared for the trade. Okay, you are not prepared for that trade. That's where I keep insisting the people, don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. Unless and until you're comfortable with your trade, do not force yourself. Guys, just log out and log in. You will be able to see the signals. Don't worry. Just log out, log in, and then like you will be able to see the signals. So like how did we enter the second trade? I will show you the log so that it helps you. Look at this. First, we bought it around like in 495. Once it crosses the 500 mark, I trailed it at 498. It triggered somewhere between that range. Then next time, I immediately, after booking the profit, I immediately entered at the 500 level. The reason is it is anyway the buy signal and I'm already got some profit and I'm using the profit for the next trade. I bought it at around like in 500 odd zone. We bought it and it went to 480, 470, showed us a loss of like in 7-8K. Then we followed it, waited it for the stop loss level. Once it is on the way up, I told you once it is above my buy price, I will trail it. Once it went above that 505, we trailed it initially at 505, then 510, then 515. Once it crosses the 528 mark, we placed it at 522 and it triggered. Then again, it came to 500. Now it is going to 543. So what did I say based on the data? Am I bullish or bearish? I told you the data is showing me bullishness. There is no point in me being a bearish in this market. What is the one thing which is like in keeping me away now? One thing is, though it is the second half and moreover the VIX is still rising, the Dow has been falling from 50 to like an almost at level of like in now 20. So be careful. So there can be like in some profit booking which can be coming in the second half. And why it can be coming in the second half? The pure reason is the option chain data is suggesting me 25 IV level on both the sides. Okay, the IV plays a very important role, which we will be discussing in the upcoming session. Whenever you see a similar kind of an IV on both the sides, I normally expect the premium erosion to be happening because the buyers won't be getting much of like in premiums in the second half. Don't try to fight with the market. And all the move that has been happening now, there is a little bit of a short covering and some kind of a long buildup is also happening now. Okay, that's a good sign. If someone is bullish, they are trying to buy the market, thinking that the market is in the verge of a breakout and it is going to be going high. Where I can expect the bullishness to be coming in. Watch out for the day's high. The day's high is somewhere around 38,400, right? Once they break this day's high with volume, you can expect a strong move to be happening on the higher end. That is the level wherein I want you guys to be watching out for the day. Guys, all the moves now slowly like and they are taking it higher and higher. Can you see that? The market is absolutely moving it higher and higher, but I want you to watch out for this level of 38,400. Once that level is broken with volume, you can expect a significant move happening on the upside. Just give me a second. So team, it is too early for you, like too late for you to make an entry. Look at this, the Dow. We will be going in detail on why the Dow is going to be an important parameter you needed to be looking at through the day. That is also suggesting some kind of a move which is not going to be good for you. So all these things we will be discussing in the upcoming sessions. Next session, I'll be discussing about the Dow and its impact, the world markets, and what are the portals which I used to do it. Earlier, I used to track several things, right? What are the portals which I'm using it? How you needed to be looking at the data from each of these portals. You needed to know where Shiva is getting the information and how he's been able to and look at all the data and so on, right? I'll be looking at all these portals, which will be focused upon in the upcoming session. Then we will be looking at how you needed to decode this data, which is available in OI Pulse on the OI spurts and other things, which is going to be very important for you to understand what is OI and how OI helps you in the intraday trades. Guys, we will be having a dedicated session for clarifying the Q&A. I know everybody will have lots and lots of queries, but I would expect you all to wait out for another 5 to 10 session. Whatever the doubts which is playing in your mind at this juncture will all get addressed one by one. Okay, it is too early for you to jump into a conclusion because you are in the baby steps. Wait for few more sessions, you will get the clarity, then we will think about it. Okay, so guys, anyone who is not able to see the signals, I think you guys will not be having the Go annual plan. That's the reason I have been suggesting you all, you have to have the Go annual plan. Go annual plan will have all the things. Okay, the signal, OSPL signal will be available in Go annual plan, not in the monthly plans. Okay, so in case if you have not enrolled for the Go annual, you will not be able to see it. Okay, someone who is not able to see it, just send a message across. Let's do one thing, log out, log in, and then do one more thing. Clear your cache, then come into the indicator field and search for OSPL signal. OSPL signal. Please do it. Then you will be able to see it. If you are an annual plan member, definitely you will be able to see it. How can you verify you are an annual plan member or not? Go into this, go to the My Billings page. Here you will be seeing in what plan you have bought it. It will be showing you whether you have bought an mentoring plan or whichever the plan which you have bought it. Whatever the latest plan, if it displays an annual plan, then you will be getting the annual plan signal. If not, okay, you are able to see it. Okay. Guys, the name of the signal which we use in TradingView is option scalping V2. Go here, search for it. Option scalping V2. And for the Nifty, use Nifty _ option scalping V2. Got it? Now you can see it. The Dow from almost 50 points gone into the negative, and Bank Nifty is starting to fall down. Now you know the reasons why I said try to be careful with the Bank Nifty. This is not going to be your like a friendly friend who will going to be keep on giving you the reward. It can completely like a move in the opposite direction as well. Guys, anyone who's having a paid subscription, only they will be able to get the live ticker on the Dow. Otherwise, you will be getting a delayed ticker. You can use the free version or a paid version, but the paid version will give you the live tick. The free version will have a delayed tick. That is not in our control. It is from the trading view itself. Guys, it varies based on the plan. Some plans are $40, $80. You can look for like in the go, like in a, what to say, the pro version, which will give you like an $80 or something. But don't try to buy it now. You can buy it during the like in any sale which is going to be happening, the Black Friday, the Christmas sale, and other things. You can get it at like in 40, 50%, 60% discounts. There's a OSPL quick scalp signal is not available. It will be released pretty soon for all the users, but you guys are getting to see at least today. Others are not even able to see it. Look at this. This is the normal signal. This will be the quick scalp signal. I'll show you. There were only two signals which came in. Both would have given you more than 1% reward. They both came in the morning. So those signals are enough. But in the Nifty, I think one got hit the stop loss in the morning itself, but it moved higher. Look at this. There were like in a few signals. This signal hit the stop loss. This one would have given like again in a small hit on the stop loss level. But this one would have given you a reward on the downside. Again, a small one on the upside. But today is not an ideal day for you to take a trade continuously. With that said, okay, so I want you guys to come with a clear mind on Wednesday. We are starting the session at 10:30. Wednesday, we'll be focusing on some important elements. After Wednesday, Thursday, we will be going into the commentary session. Why I wanted you to go into the commentary session? I wanted you to experience both theory and practical so that whatever the things which you are learning, you will be able to see it in the live market, how things are happening. Whatever the things which Shiva is saying, is it working in the live market? You needed to see that, right? So we will be doing that. Guys, quick scalp signal is not added. Please listen to me. You guys are not listening to me. Please put your ears out. I have not released the quick scalp signal. It will be released in the upcoming week. The recordings will be available for till end of March. I told you 30 days, but I will make sure that the recordings are available till end of March. Today's session recording will be uploaded by 7 p.m. Once it is uploaded, I will like send you a message in the WhatsApp group, wherever you guys are in. Go into the mentoring sessions page. You will be seeing a recording link. Click on that and then use the recording password to access the link. Okay. The training documents are already placed. The PDF which you viewed today, how to become a successful scalper, how one can become a successful option scalper, every document has been uploaded here. Download it and then use it. So guys, as we come towards the end of day one, don't worry. We have plenty of days wherein we will be focusing on several elements, how you needed to be like and looking at the data and other things. So as a small feedback, how was day one for all of you? People who are attending for the first time and other things, I would like to hear from you because you guys are attending it for the first time. In a scale of 1 to 10, how will you rate today's session? 1 being low, 10 being high. Okay, great. Thank you all so much. Now, guys, one thing which I would say is, as I told you, if you have already made your 1% today, don't try to trade after this. I'm not expecting the market to give you any large reward at this juncture unless and until there is a two candle theory forming. So avoid the day. Don't try to give it back with whatever the money which you have made. Give it as a commitment. Okay, give it as a commitment to me. Guys, it is not going to be coming like, and it will be coming along with our indicator. It will not come alone. So add our indicator Nifty option scalping or option scalping V2, you will automatically get it. But avoid trading completely if you are a newbie from here. Great. Thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Once the recording is uploaded, I will keep you all posted. Guys, trading view, you needed to search, watch the video. You guys are not listening to me. I don't know how you guys are going to be surviving in the market. I told you very clearly. I told you at least 3-4 times. I've told you option scalping V2. You needed to search the indicator option scalping V2. And for the Nifty, you needed to search Nifty underscore option scalping V2. If you're going and looking at OSPL, that's not going to be available. Please listen to me. If you guys are not listening to me, how are you going to be listening into the markets? Guys, it is going to be about the observation. In today's session, I was telling you all those things. What is that which I said? You guys are impulsive now. Okay. And the next thing, what you guys are doing? Many traders initially lack the ability to take good decision, maintain composure. You guys are losing the composure today. This is all a test, the psychometric test, which I'm giving it to you. I wanted you to see like and how observant we are. Guys, you needed to be having your ears listening to the conversation. What am I saying? And I can understand if I would have said only once. I've told you multiple times. Still, you guys are asking me the basic questions wherein that means you are in a hurry. You are in a hurry that I'm missing something. Again, remember, if you miss something, the document and the PDF and the like and recording is going to be available. You can watch it multiple times. Please do that. Okay. I can understand. Yes, listening to me is going to be very important. Then like in reading it. Yes, the signals and other things, we will be giving you a complete clue on how you needed to do it. Most importantly, if you wanted to do it before, okay, no, I don't want to wait for Shiva. Then go under the profile picture. You have a user manual. Click on this guy. Click on download the file. You'll be seeing the latest OI Pulse manual available to you, version 10. It has all the details, and go towards the end. You will be seeing how you needed to be looking at the data. Okay, so we have given you all the topics. We have in content, the preface and everything. You can look at the content and then go to that respective topic and then do it. So you can look at the 320 strategy, the advanced chart, how you needed to look at it in page number 258. Here, we have given you advanced chart, how you needed to add it, how you needed to do all these things. Everything has been given. Okay, take some time out, read it. I know some of you would not be interested to read it. Wait for it. Yes, that smiling guy has everything for you, right? Okay, guys. With that said, wish you all a great day and a great Tuesday. Then come back Wednesday with a clear mind. Okay. Thank you, each and everyone. Have a great evening, guys. Team, yes, you all can exit the meeting. We will be meeting tomorrow, day after tomorrow on 10:30.